What's up, man?
Yo,
What's happening? What's happening?
what's going on?
Not too much. Can't complain. Oh, Samurai Chris already up in the joint. What up? What up? What up? What's happening, man?
What's going on?
Not too much. Waiting on the other fellas to join in. What's up, Yambo?
He
What's
brought a
happening?
Yankee hat.
What's that?
You're wearing a Yankee hat.
It wasn't intentional, but I'll take it.
Competitive.
I mean,
Being
well,
competitive. You guys got
they're
that,
losing
you know.
right now, 2-0. So
Damn. That's not good. No. But yeah, welcome to the Pic Bar. We're back again. We have a special guest tonight, First Strike Figs. He's in the green room, so we're gonna go ahead and bring him in and thank him for joining us tonight. So let's get him in the joint. What's happening, sir?
What's
what's
going
going
on?
on?
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's good, man? Thanks for joining us, brother. We appreciate it.
No, thank you guys for having me. This is super cool. Really appreciate one, getting to meet you guys all virtually, and two, getting to talk some pics. It's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great selections this week, Josh.
Yes,
Thanks, man.
Catless Hobbies, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Before we get started, man, why don't you tell us something about yourself, man? Give us a rundown on
Yeah, I'm a
First Strike
Taurus.
Figs.
I'm a Taurus. I love long walks on the beach, and
With a toy.
yeah, I have a toy in my hand and a camera on the other, and my wife is mad because we got to stop and take pics. So I'm from upstate New York originally, but I live on the West Coast now.
Nice.
I've been collecting figs since I was a kid, just like everybody else, and I kind of got into it pretty heavy as I got older. And man, I wish I had the stuff I had when I was a kid, just in terms of sheer value,
Yeah.
But I got out of it a little bit. And then I got back into it pretty hard with the Marvel Universe 3.75 inch line. And
Nice.
then when Legends kind of jumped back into 6 inches in that first series back, I went hard. And then I would say about 4 years ago, I was doing inbox collecting because I was collecting all the Universe inbox, and
Nice.
I had never been an inbox collector ever. And then I started getting the Legends, and they were in 6 inches, and they were inboxes. And you guys know, everybody knows the pain. Inbox is a ton more space. And
Yep.
I had Agent Venom, the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Agent Venom, and I was like, I'm going to open him. So I opened it, and it started a problem, and it just kind of it went out of control. It went out of control, and then during the pandemic, I was on Sir Dork's cast last week, and same as a lot of people, I started taking pictures because I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I want to get extra value from my shit, and I ended up I got addicted, and I just love the hobby, and it's so cool to be creative. And because I've played like music my whole life, and done a bunch of cool stuff, and I can't do that now. And so I was like, it scratches that itch for sure. So,
Yeah.
That definitely. And I see you got quite the setup, man. I see you got the setup. Like that's dope.
That's just a piece of it.
A fraction, right?
That's just it's complete insanity when I'm like looking at it. It's out of control. And now and I'm sure as you guys do, like I have to store half of it because I can't even.
Yeah.
On my shelves, I'm out of space, so now I rotate stuff, and it's a whole thing. And dusting is its own potential problem. So
at least you do dust. I don't really do that. But then I put them suckers in detox, so I think that's supposed to protect them, but it doesn't really. You still got
dust gets everywhere, man. It just does what it's to do. I every 3 months I do a weekend where I take everything down and dust it. It's insane. It's insane.
Okay.
Dude, I just right before the stream, I knocked over like 2 of my little shells.
Me too. I got a bunch of stuff down on the ground. RoboCop took out the Halloween 3 kids on this shelf down here. So they're all
But
down.
even that, it was like 8 figures, and it's still like when you go to like dust or do the thing, it's like it takes time. Everything takes time.
I'll when I dust and I do my every quarter dusting, the dusting I call it. I throw the TV on and I'll end up watching like the entire like phase 1 through 3 of Marvel movies, and I'm still not done. And it's like Sunday night, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Well, we're all there. We're all in the similar spaces. So that's why this is good.
Yeah, spaces. I'm speaking to see. It's so funny because like I'm trying to. I can't wait for Galactus, but I'm trying to figure out exactly where the hell he's gonna go.
Don't even get me started. I bought two. Like some psychopath. I don't know why. So I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go here.
Right.
And I'm turning this shelf into an X-Men and Fantastic Four shelf. So I think
nice.
that's what I'm gonna do. But I still gotta make room.
Your Kevin Feige shelf.
It's something else, man.
Nice.
Freaking collecting.
Oh man, yeah, it gets silly, man. That's why you gotta. I've come to the point that I can't Pokemon these toys, so I got to figure out like what I
got out of MCU because of that. I sold all my MCU figures except for like the main team. Yeah, I was collecting. I had to have everything, so I got every figure.
Okay.
Even like San Diego Comic-Con stuff. I was hunting and trying to get all that stuff, and it got so out of hand. And I was like, I can't do this. And unfortunately, some of the MCU stuff, I was just like, this figure it's kind of basic. So I'm just gonna. I sold, I don't know, probably 3/4 of it. I only have like one shelf for the MCU now. So
nice. Now let me ask you this then, because for me, I went hardcore Marvel Legends only because I've got all the Marvel Universe. So I went nuts with them. And I've got like open ones, and I doubled them. Every Marvel Universe, for the most part, I double. I got one open and then one that's in package.
Man, that was a lot of figures too. I love that series, man. I love that series. I'm so bummed I sold them off.
This was like my wife now, but this was a tester to get her to make sure that she was going to become my wife. Went on a Sentinel hunt with me. So I ended up getting like 5 of those Sentinels, right? But
there
like I was crazy. So when I rolled into Marvel Legends, the same bug was there. So it's like I gotta have them all. So that's why I have so many Marvel Legends, because it started with the 3 3/4 guys. If I wouldn't have went that hard on them, I think I'd be way less aggressive.
Me too. Yeah, I think the universe is what got me kind of hooked, because they were doing super cool stuff too. Like when they would release their lines, it wasn't just like popular like figures. They were doing cool stuff, like really cool suits, like alternate costumes of stuff that you just wouldn't see typically. And it was really during that time when like Civil War had just ended. All that stuff was kind of starting. So like I was getting hard back into comics again, probably after like a 10-year hiatus from like reading, and all that stuff was super popular again. So I was just hitting up all that, and not even the universe, but Hasbro was putting out, like when the Wolverine Origins movie came out, they would do the movie figures.
Yeah,
they would also do a couple of the comic figures, like Maverick and and I was like, yoink, yoink. And that's a funny thing you mentioned about your wife. I did the same thing. That's why I fell in love with her. I think she would scour stores for me and like find everything and bring them home. It was just those
are some of our first dates, going to toy hunt. Okay, this is good. This will work.
That's great.
I can go somewhere with this.
That's funny.
And here we are now. So yeah, it's all good, dude. Oh, and by the way, No Chewing shooting you a shout out.
Thank you.
Shout out, and Toy Addict shooting you a shout out.
Oh, he's the worst. Get him out of here. Get him off the stream.
And AB, they ain't letting up, man. They giving you mad love. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for showing that. What's up, man? Appreciate that. But yeah, it became a bug, like you said. But now I've become more. I feel like for me with the Marvel Universe, I got like each one of them. But now with Marvel Legends, I'm able to feel like at this phase I can cherry pick because
Yeah.
they're getting to the point where they're running out of characters that they will eventually do. So I can just like skip out on certain ones that they're redoing. Like, of course, I'm going to get all the redo Spider-Mans, but if they're redoing, I don't know, several different Captain Americas. I think I've got a couple Captain Americas. I don't need any more than that. So
they're getting so good, and I know they raised their prices and stuff, and that kind of, you know, people are kind of touchy on that subject, but like, I get it, but I also understand that, like, the most recent like Captain America release, like, that's, do you need another Captain America after that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and they're gonna start running into that problem as is, you know, and it's gonna be interesting because would I buy stuff like deep-seated? You know, I want the rest of the Serpent Society. Like, give me those.
Yes, me too.
But what kid is going to go to the store and buy that? So, like, you know, I get it. It's interesting to see what they're going to do next.
You believe I don't have a Captain America figure?
Seriously?
No?
That's crazy.
I have Zombie Cap, and that's pretty much about it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, but you're right, First Strike. What at some point, it's like, are you going to have a whole wave with figures we already have, like a Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Iron Man wave, and then you've got this random obscure comic character in there? Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but they are running out. So I'm okay with that because then that allows me to free that up to get other stuff.
That just allows Mafex to release a version that you want to buy for 3 times the cost, which I will.
That's what's happening. That's exactly what the next phase is. Just move over to Mafex because I know they're not going to come out in full wave. So there's a lot of gap between getting the figures. So it ends up being actually more cost effective than Marvel Legends.
Can be,
you're not buying a whole wave, but yeah, it's interesting. What would you say? What's your favorite like toy line, right? Excluding Marvel, what's your favorite toy line right now?
Right now, I've been collecting all the Legends, and I have like all my penultimate like characters, right? So I bought Mythic Legions last year, and now I'm done. I went down that rabbit hole. So you want to talk about costly? That's more.
I know a little something about that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think a few of y'all do.
It's so funny too because people complain about like Legends using the same buck, but like Mythic Legions are literally the same stuff with just like a different head sculpt. But it's like so expensive to get caught up on stuff, but they're so cool.
They're so good. They're so
I
good.
went on a skeleton bit when I first got my first Mythic Legion, and I was spending $100 on a figure, $150 on a figure, trying to catch up and get all the old ones.
I ended up buying all the like some of the main skeletons, and then I went on eBay and started buying like cloth goods, like accessory packs for them and stuff. Because you know, you just need to do that to make them look cool. I guess.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Hey, great segue. Are you going to get any of the All-Star guys? Because I'm getting 2 of those horses.
I'm waiting Friday, man. I got to get. I'm probably just going to get 1 horse because I got the McFarlane Witcher horse, and then I got the gun. I'm waiting on the gunslinger that comes with the horse, so I'm gonna have 2 of those. I don't know how many horses I need as a man in my.
It's a big difference.
I'm gonna get the Mythic Legions horse so I can put that McFarlane one in a bin somewhere.
Yeah, but it's a big difference between the McFarlane and the Mythic Legion.
It looks so cool.
Big.
Yeah, and it has
a big difference.
The change in head sculpts, right? So it has the standing and the flowing.
Yeah,
it's so cool. I'm definitely. I'm probably buying the whole wave to be completely honest. Because
I was gonna ask you guys, because like I'm man, I've been doing that. Anything that they throw out like that for like through their pre-orders, I've been getting just because like collecting kind of like some of those I want to keep, but then some of them trade bait. You know, like I'm listening to that logic.
That's it.
The mythic logic.
So if you miss out and you want it later, you're like, oh shit, it's now $300. You know, so like, might as well just buy it now and then see what happens down the line. Yeah.
So I'm definitely on the fence because I was leading. I was like, gonna get the Cobra Histech. I've been avoiding other stuff. I've been like pink skulls. I missed out on. I was like, I can't.
Those two. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like, Histech, and now this. I'm like, oh boy, this is more than a Histech.
Well, Blitz, are you going to get the wave, Blitz?
I'm only getting any skeletons and any knights. So
Okay.
from like
All right.
from the All-Star Wave, I'm getting the horse.
Yeah, you're getting the horse.
And the bronze like skeleton figure that they announced.
You gotta get that elf
him.
too, right? Isn't that elf like a big one? Like they haven't had an elf come out in a long time.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but I'm not getting that. I want to try. There's so many different ones. I'm just trying to stick to like 2 clans.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear you, dude. I hear you.
Here's no chewing with the knowledge check
385. Oh man.
for the whole
I
way.
know.
Yeah.
But if you have like all the other ones pre-ordered, like not the All-Star Waves, but all the other ones that's coming out as well. Like I got like $500 in pre-order just from Big Bad on the other Mythic Legions.
That's right.
But I do want the horse.
Yeah, I want.
I
I think I'm me personally of the wave. I'm just getting 2 horses. I think the other guys I don't really, I don't need them. But I'm
gonna probably buy the full wave. So.
When you see the horse compared to the McFarlane horse, I mean, you're not gonna want to use the McFarlane horse anymore.
You need a beefcake horse. You need a stud. So that's gonna be your stud horse. Then you got the other horses. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Is this gonna enable you into picking up any of them green?
I don't know. Probably not at the moment. I'm trying my best to stay away from mythics. So.
Well, Zach, like we've said it, it's legitimately another rabbit hole. Like it's just like that first. It's just like that first Mezco. Remember what I warned you?
Yep.
Like when you touch that first Mezco, if it speaks to you, if that company speaks to you, you're hooked. That's it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Like even the captain, he's 3 houses down, and like he won't look at my like I haven't had him in to be like, come look at the Mezco because he's not ready for that jump.
Right?
He knows as soon as he starts holding him and looking at him, it's game over.
I did pre-order the alien from the Cosmic line.
You
so
did order the Cosmic.
We'll see where that goes.
I have all those pre-ordered too. I'm terrified. Big Bad Toy Store is like, man, I don't. 74 items on pre-order still currently at Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm just waiting. It's just I'm just looking at all this. I'm like adding it up in my head. I'm like, that's a little okay, all right. American Express is just like
this is fine.
Sitting there. Yeah, they're still.
11 items. That's actually a lot though for that. If you think
it's
about
a good deal.
Because it's 9 figures, and then you get the horse and you get a head pack.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot, man. Because hell, I almost paid that much. Well, I mean, I paid quite that much, but I paid a decent amount for 3 pink skulls. Because they were what 180 or something like that. So I mean, that's 11. Man, that's a lot of items.
That actually comes out cheaper than the entire other pre-orders from Mythic Legions that are coming out.
It does, doesn't it?
But that's because they have a lot of deluxe figures.
If you do the all-in too, they give you like a deal too, which is nice.
It's as close to like the con prices that they'll be giving,
nice.
or it's essentially like you're really only saving. Like I guess at a con, you'd just be saving the tax,
right?
Because if you're paying cash, they won't do that to you.
Right. Oh, hey, another shout out to you, First Strike.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
What's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
And then, let's see. Here was. Oh, hold on. Wario's in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, 5
horses.
Of course, Eddie's gonna buy 5 horses.
But like the horse, I can't get over how like once I saw the horse, I wasn't gonna get any of the All-Star Wave. That's more than my stimulus. I wasn't gonna get the wave, but once I saw the horse, I was like, I gotta get the horse now.
I agree. The horse sold it for me. At least the horses sold it for me.
Like all the other horses that release from Mythic Legions, if you look on eBay, they go for like $200-300 now.
Yeah, because plus I got the zombie one coming too, so it'll be nice.
That one as well.
One, and then have a couple of real regular horses.
This is the only one I have so far, and I paid more than what I wanted to for it. But I got it with Aether, so.
Oh yeah. You went.
That thing is sick.
You got the dope one. That one's still amazing.
Yeah.
That's
dope. He came with. I got him with this one actually for a pretty decent price.
Right.
Aether's a sweet fig.
Yes, it is. Like that's.
Hey Blitz, did you know if you rub peanut butter on the horse's lips, it'll talk to you?
I tried that.
Did you?
Yeah. See, that's why his mouth is open.
Oh, look at
that. Oh man. Oh. So,
I tried that with the McFarlane horse too, and he tipped over.
Yeah, he probably the ankle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Got them toddy angles.
Mythic Legions. Is there anything else that kind of is catching your eye right now? First.
You know, like Yimbo, I got into Mezco last year, so I got a problem there. So I got a bunch of cool stuff. I'm waiting patiently on some of my stuff, and so yeah, I think Mezco is doing some sweet stuff. But then I got my first Mafex earlier this year, and I got a ton of those on pre-order. But I'm really honestly loving these third-party releases of stuff that's coming out. So like, I know Yimbo showed like the Rorschach, the ink blot figure. Like, that thing is super sick.
Yeah.
There's the Moon Knight one that's coming out. I ordered the bloody version, the pre-order of that, and I'm super stoked on that. Man,
Dude,
so I think it's the third-party stuff that I'm getting really interested in.
Yo, 5K. I'm checking 5K toys daily because ever since that ink blot, I'm like, what am I gonna get next? Because I'm like jonesing because like I wanted to get that Metal Gear. Now I'm kicking myself because I wanted that Solid Snake, and I'm like, I missed Snake. And I'm like, who's in stock? I'm waiting for the Top Gun figure. I think that looks awesome.
That does look cool. That's
right.
I think it's on there, right? Did you pre-order it?
I didn't pre-order it. I'm just waiting for it to be in stock because they're great. Like literally, like Inkblot. Once he arrived, it was like 3 days.
Yeah, it didn't take long. I'm really I ordered a bunch of those ninjas too. I ordered the red ones for the hand because they are so much cooler than the Marvel Legends ones. They look more realistic, you know. And so I think third-party stuff I'm interested in right now. Mafex, whatever you pronounce it, and Mythic are kind of the stuff I'm going to. But you always get really cool NECA stuff as it comes out because, like Toy Addict, when I saw his work and I've been following him ever since. I love horror, so like they are the best at releasing horror figures, hands down.
Yeah,
so,
hands down. Yeah, hands down. They got it. They definitely have it. Yeah, I think I ordered the Kingdom Come Superman from 5K. It just haven't said anything about it, but I am excited to get that because
I ordered the Goblin.
The which one?
Oh, you did? Nice, nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I had that Ghost Rider pre-ordered through them too. I'm waiting on that. I ordered him and the bike. I can't wait for that.
That whole set looks great. I guess my only recommendation is just to at least I own one from 5K. I just try to find reviews and to see what people say because they are really good about whoever it is, just when it comes to a third party figure because apparently there are those discrepancies. Like Felix Torres, I guess decent, but then
that Deathstroke. Man, what a bummer when I got that and you can't even move that guy's legs or arms because the suit's so tight. So I ended up ruining my figure by slicing down through the cloth on the crotch so you could actually move. But
and then our buddy Pat the Collector had an issue with the Revenger, like that Punisher figure they had up there. That was a different company too.
Yeah.
But he had his was right. He had a Lucy. Like the leg was just loose in it. Wow. Jiggling around.
I ordered the knockoff Mezco Punishers off AliExpress.
Okay.
And they're dope.
Nice.
They are good. Yeah, because I can't afford the real one. It's $350, So I was like, I'll try it. And I ordered both versions, the one with the white skull helmet and then the normal all black version. And then I just swapped the pieces together and I got a super rad Punisher for $45. Yeah, that's pretty great.
All right.
Some of the knockoff stuff's cool. Some of it's like the Captain America knockoff. I ordered that and I got it. And what a piece of shit that thing is.
It is a gamble. It's a roll of the dice. It really is.
100%.
Speaking of Ghost Rider, are you going to get the HasLab? Robbie Reyes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, me too.
100%. Yeah. Robbie Reyes is an awesome character. So, I've been wanting him in Legends form, so that's a thing Hasbro needs to be doing is characters like that, right? But to put it in a HasLab, obviously you're getting a 1/12 car. So how much from our perspective, not just from a collector, but from a toy photography perspective, you get a freaking 112 car, which is awesome.
A real
and then,
112
Real,
car.
not
yeah, and then
112 garage.
what are going to be the
whatever.
add-ons? You know, like do we get an old school Johnny Blaze? Do we get an old school Ghost Rider, like the old white suit?
True.
You know, like the horse. Like
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what they do with this one because I will easily spend $500 if the
the tiers
step goals are awesome.
The tiers for Ghost Rider could get very interesting because think about
Dude.
Vengeance could show up. There's all kinds of,
give me a Vengeance. Yes,
Exactly.
I want that so bad. Yeah.
oh
100%.
man, there's a lot that could show up with that. So I'm ready. When are
Blackheart.
they gonna announce it? Are they? I mean,
Well, I mean,
when's
if they
the
look by the
official-
calendar, right? Like last year, they had the virtual Comic Cons every summer, right? So I think they did the tease, and then it was like within a month and a half they announced it. So I'm assuming it's probably right around the corner.
Well, I guess it makes sense for it to probably come right after the His Tank, because doesn't the His Tank end like the middle of August?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't think they're dumb enough to do 2 HasLabs at a time like they did last year when 2 of them failed. Like
Don't underestimate Hasbro.
Yeah. I don't know, they may, but they made a big mess up last year with that.
Yeah.
So I think they're smart enough to space this stuff out, not to have it like mush up against each other.
What the fuck?
Because G.I. Joe's popular enough that there'll be people that be like, I'm getting His Tank over Robbie Reyes. Like, just definitely.
Yeah.
So.
I'm still debating on if I'm going to get a His Tank or not.
Well, it's Coco, Cobra Commander. That's like, it sucks, but that is actually my main draw, is having that OG cartoon Cobra Commander that makes me go, I got to get His Tank. Even just because I know if you don't get that His Tank, and once it's out, the His Tank might go for, I don't know, $150. The damn Cobra Commander will be $400.
He's gonna totally be worth it. Same thing with Morg from the Galactus set. People are gonna be really wanting that figure.
Is gonna be outrageous, dude. Yep. Like getting him so separate is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah. So no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Well, I guess if you guys want to, let's see what we got. I don't know what's the latest one we got because you're the guest, so we want to let you go first. What is Yimbo? You might have to get me caught up on what.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
What picks are his? I don't know if here. Let me open it up. Get it opened up. And then hopefully Green gets everything worked out. Let's see what we got. So where is First Strikes at?
I think they're the most recent posts, actually. Yeah, right there. The top one is the Daredevil.
That's one of yours? Okay, where's your first one start?
It would be the P-Town Plastics would be my first one, and then it would go through the end to the top.
Okay, right there. All right, okay, so we'll go backwards.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, this is you want to take it away?
Yeah, do it up.
All right. Yeah. I've watched the show. All right. So this is the Canadian squid collector. I love his work. He's always doing these really cool, very cinematic style shots. And this one I really liked. He did it recently, obviously in the last week, and I just love the way that light hit off that back. And if you squint just a little bit, that's a shot from the show, right? And I think he did such a phenomenal job kind of capturing the essence of Mr. Matt Murdock and his vigilante Daredevil outfit. And one, it's a Hot Toys figure, so like you could probably put it up against somebody's real photo and it's like, oh, there's no difference, right? But this guy does awesome work. And I remember when I first started doing figure photos, he was one of the first people that followed me back. And I've watched him kind of grow his skills, but he uses like very, very budgeted equipment on purpose because he's like, why do X, Y, and Z? You don't need it. He uses like these touch lamps from Amazon, I think, that are like stuff you use like if you walk down a hallway or in a closet. He uses those to like all the shots. And just a great job capturing the water spray. Like Really cool shot.
That's dope.
Yep.
So yeah, he says, yo, thanks guys, and thank you for Strike for the nomination. I shoot on a Pentax. My favorite figure is the Hot Toys Daredevil. The inspiration I like is cinematic qualities Rain has on film, so I did something with that. So if you go take a look through his profile, and if you don't know him, follow him. Tons of cool Daredevil shots. I think you could tell Daredevil's his favorite.
That's
Nice.
dope.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
was really dope. Wow.
Yeah, that's
And
sick.
You can't go wrong with a Hot Toys. Man.
No. I don't even want to get down that rabbit hole. That's a whole.
No, that's another one I'm avoiding. I'm jumping all over
sir.
those.
I'm in it with
Yeah.
Star Wars. It's all freaking Star Wars. Damn
So
it.
yeah, this is SR Gato 29. This guy, if you're again another person you should really check out and follow. He's been just cranking out awesome picture every week. He's doing something phenomenal. He does all of it on his phone, which I can barely take a picture of the sky on my phone. I have to use a camera or else it looks like crap. So he just phenomenal work. He does great effects work. All of his zooms and like angles are just super cool too. So take a look through his profile. It's great. What I really liked about this, just obviously it's that new Groot figure that was kind of hard to come by for a while, so they just re-released it. And great angle on the gunshot. You can really feel like Groot's going to do some damage here, and that sky coloring that he has, some kind of gradient in the clouds that he did. It's just super awesome. Did a great job here. His lens flare work is always like on point, and this one really, man, the colors on this are pretty rad.
Yeah.
Nice. It is nice, dude. I'm loving the color.
That's my favorite pose to put that figure in too.
Is it really?
That. Yeah. He just gets great angles. That figure.
Yeah.
It's so expression, like he has such a cool expression, even as like a smaller head, like Marvel Legends figure. He's got a lot of cool qualities.
Yeah.
I didn't buy him. I'm kind of bummed I didn't. Maybe I will now.
Yeah, pick him up. Man. I finally took a shot with him, and I got it posted eventually. But he was fun.
Yeah. Well, they've now released all the I now own all the generations of Groot. You know, in Legends form. You know, like because of that Guardian set. So
yeah.
If you're completist, if you need all the Groots, then you need them.
I got a Groot. I'm good. Don't get me going. Don't get me going, Yimbo.
There you go.
So definitely follow Mr. Gato here. Awesome work. It's super supportive too. That guy is all over everybody's accounts. He's great guy.
Nice. That's dope, dude.
All right. Yeah, this guy, the artist is phenomenal. Like, blows me away, the work that this guy does. His BTS of this is actually what made me like the photo even more. Because when I saw it, it's like, wow, this is epic. He did such a cool job. The depth is just so phenomenal. It really kind of draws you into the center of the picture. And then obviously Ahsoka is just a cool character with the white sabers. It looks great with the color scheme. But when he showed the BTS, which he has on a separate post, definitely check it out. It's just literally on his patio. And he has like a little dust, he's got some air in a can, sprays some dust up, takes a picture. That's it. I was like, how did you do that on this? It just looks so epic. It's just he put some dirt on his patio, took a picture. It's like, what a phenomenal job. Yeah.
It really looks like Star Wars planning.
It really does. He does phenomenal stuff. He has a photo that he did with on the Sir Dork tournament from a couple weeks ago, and it's the Hydra Stomper. Take a look through his photo gallery and check that out too. This guy is so good.
He actually did. He did comment.
And Josh, I'm pumped because I've been going through. I'm now checking to see who I follow and who I don't, and you found a lot of new people for me to follow, so I like it.
Oh,
that's good. Yeah, I
don't recognize it.
Instagram has been really tough with like the algorithm and not. I feel really bad. So anybody that's even supporting me, or I'm sure that all of you guys as well, it's hard to even see everybody's stuff. So I always feel bad if I miss people's work.
Yep.
So I have to like favorite everybody that I really like, or just use the following feature. But I tried to kind of think about this as you guys invited me on to be like, I'm gonna highlight some people that have some pretty cool stuff that don't get a lot of attention. So not that these people don't, but man, their work is just phenomenal. So I'm glad we could share that out.
And he actually commented too. I think, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's a good guy. Even though he's Canadian, it's fine.
Sick.
Oh wow!
So this Difficult Run's another really cool guy, super supportive in the community. His art style and his like photography style is very, very. I really appreciate it because he's one of those people like you see his picture and you're like, oh, he did that. It's one of those, you know. He uses very high contrast and very high like textures, so I can always pick out his stuff even without seeing the name. But this week was something that I felt was some of his best work, and just kind of seeing how he recreated the new Black Panther poster, but with the vibranium suit, and just made it so minimalistic.
Yes,
that's really what I got to say about it. I thought he just nailed it. It looks super cool and just very timely as well with everything that's going on.
Is that a Marvel? Which figure is that?
That's the I think it's this one, right? As I go to grab it and I probably knock everything down. More than likely. I think it's the vibranium Black Panther, right? Yeah. I think it's that one. But man, he did such a cool job of like nailing it because he really got the features up close, and then he must have, I'm assuming, added some additional coloration to the purple to make it more vibrant.
Right.
Or maybe it's the re-release version because mine is a little dull. But I know they just put the new. Like they re-released the Black Panther. It's a little bit more vibrant. Looks great.
Man, that's dope, dude. Wow. Okay.
This is badass.
Yeah, this was my like super high quality pick. Not that everybody else's isn't. So I don't want to say it that way, but like this is ridiculous. Like look at it. So Paul Brown, I think he just started like in the last like 6 months, and every picture I see of his, I'm like, God damn, dude, stop. And very cool photo. This up this week. I just love everything he did, and his BTS of this is also cool. He always uses natural sunlight to backlight all of his diodes, so that blast hole is just like through a window, so that's coming in, giving that natural light. That creates all the smoke from the dust that he's blowing up, and it illuminates it all super well. And he just added those effects to the guns and the visors to do the old Gaussian blur, view for the effects. But I just love like dark room, breach explosion, droids falling over, smoke, debris. Oh man, such
That's sick, dude.
Yeah,
That's
really dope.
sick. Oh man, he gives us a rundown. That's dope.
Yeah, that's right. So he said it's too good to him. No, this guy's great. I would say, he says shoots on his Canon with a 50 millimeter, so the old nifty 50, one of my favorites to shoot on. Fave Figs loves them all. Inspiration, his love of Star Wars and capturing motion however possible. And I think he did just that. It just looks so realistic, natural, right?
Dude, that's sick. That's really sick, man. Damn. It's a full scene. I love it because it's a full scene. Full actual scene.
If I did all this, I would have tons of frustration because I can't pose anybody that looks like they're falling or doing anything cool. Every single time I try, they fall over and I get mad because I have this much patience or anything in my life. And then all of like the debris and just the idea of having all that come to life. Like this has got to be one of those shots where like when you took it and you walk away and you're like, nailed it. Like it's got to be.
Yeah.
This is just
I agree. That's dope, dude. Man. Okay. There we go.
All right. My second to the last photo. Definitely check this guy out. Super artistic style. All of his shots are very similar like this. And when he doesn't do them, he even knocks those out of the park too. Very, very much he uses a lot of cool special effects on his shots and does super cool blending. He was one of the guys that I saw take real photos of like some of the celebrities who play the roles and kind of Photoshop blend them into the action figures. So they look like a toy, but they look very more realistic. He does a good job of that kind of stuff. But man, Vanth is like my favorite new Star Wars character of all time. It's not because I have a giant man crush on Timothy Olyphant. Nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. Maybe a little bit.
He's sitting here right. He's Josh. He's right next to me, man. I love Timothy.
It's so cool. I just want a justified 6-inch figure line. Give me that, please.
Right.
But seeing how Vanth is such a cool character, I wanted him to keep the armor so bad, but he didn't, obviously. But Boozy did such a cool job of one. There's another Mandalorian in the back. It's Mando doing some shots in the back. Little baby Yoda, Grogu's up in the corner. But they're in the background just enough to not derail the photo. But you still know what's happening there. And it's just like all these cool explosions. You got stormtroopers on the ground, face down in the dirt. You got another one down. Yeah. Man, this is such a cool shot. He's a phenomenal artist with really awesome digital effects. The guy kills it. Like every shot, he just kills it.
That's dope, man. Damn.
Yeah, I love the colors on this one. It's crazy.
It's like layers of color. That's what's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I try to play with Photoshop and do stuff like that, and nonsense. I can't even figure it out. He's just super good.
I'm with you. That's dope, though. Man, wow, that's sick.
Oh no, I guess I have two more. All right, KT Collected. He is super supportive in the community. I've watched his shots get better and better and better and better over the last year, and to a point where he's like, he does a lot of like recreations of scenes from the movies. So he's a big MCU guy, and sometimes you look at a shot just in a scroll, you're like, oh, that's a still from the film, and he just does awesome work. Here you can see he's starting to play with more effects in his shots and getting more comfortable with that kind of stuff, and he's just blowing people away with like that light on the armor looks gnarly. Everything about it is like from one direction. It looks really crisp, and then just the blast effects alone are just it really just caught my eye when I was going through the photos this week. This is super sick, and yeah, he does a great job of editing and blending effects and just it pulls you right into the photo. And I love this too because it's like super close up that you just feel it,
That's dope, dude. Damn. That's sick. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's dope, dude. And it's like I'm guessing that's a SH Big Yard, or is it a Hot Toy? It's hard.
I was leaning more towards Hot Toys.
It's so leveled up you couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like the SH as well.
It does.
SH. Yeah.
It's dope. Wow.
If he's making us question it, he did
it. Right.
Exactly. So that's the whole thing.
Yep. Nailed it.
Wow.
All right. This guy, first off, just go follow him. Eddie is P-Town Plastics. Super, super cool guy.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. I don't think from a support perspective, I haven't met in person, anybody more positive. This guy's super cool. He has some really cool styles of how he approaches stuff, and he's a super music fan. So when he posts his photos or he shares other people's photos, he ties
I'll be right back, guys.
a song to something that's very makes sense to like the photo. He's very creative in that aspect too. But I really like this because one, he takes that Marvel Legends Blade figure and just utilizes it to really pull out the old Wesley Snipes. And I'm a sucker for Wesley Snipes, so you gotta add him. So it's really cool to see the vampires in the front, just knowing that some shit's about to go down, and the colors in the back. I'm not sure if he used smoke or like how he did that, but he really, I don't know. It's just really cool. It looks like it's in a weird tunnel or a cave, or maybe it's against a wall, but the lighting effects are just super great. You can see that whole bounce off the front of like the backside of the vampires, like that EPS is up front, but it also resonates towards the back, and whatever other secondary light he's got on the other side is just, it's cool, man. He did a cool job.
You know what grabs me is that there's all this blend of the purple, the pinkish purple and that, but yet Blade's glasses are crystal clear red.
Yeah, right.
That's dope.
Yeah, he did a good job. It's I just feel like Wesley Snipes is coming to collect his taxes from these dudes,
I love it. Did he say? Okay, he says thanks. Yeah, he does say he did say something. Oh man, yeah, that's dope, dude. Wow, that's really
I need a
dope.
Blade figure. I need a Wesley Snipes Blade figure, man.
Everybody
too,
needs a Wesley Snipes figure, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of a must-have. Oh, man, that's dope.
Yeah, that's my choices this week.
Great ones, man. Oh, and we roll right in from
Roll right into another one.
So this is my first photo. This is Eddie and his toys, and as you can see, it is definitely Blade.
Yeah.
Eddie always kills it with his dials and his backgrounds and his accessories that he puts into photos. His posing, it's always on point. And you guys know me, I love a simple pose or a simple figure shot. But it's like it tells a story. Like, what is Blade gonna do next? What is his next move? What is he about to do? Who is he going after? And it's always crisp from Eddie, man. It's a beautiful photo.
Yeah, he's always right on it. Right on it.
Yep. And he did respond. So he put thanks guys for the feature. One of my all-time favorite figures. I wanted to show Blade walking in a warm sunset and getting ready to raid a vampire safe house. There we go. Now we know what he was about to do.
That's awesome.
I use a Galaxy Ultra 21 phone for all my pictures. Ulanzi light cubes for lighting. My favorite line right now is definitely the Storm Collectibles. Always a thrill and honor to be selected. YTG Pic, keep up the great work. Thanks for being a positive outlet for the community. Well, thank you for blessing us with some beautiful photos, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is sick, man. Like that, and that is like hands down. I've never heard anyone not like say that figure isn't one of their favorites, man. It's just dope.
It's so good. It's so good.
Man, I wish I'd have got that thing. It's dope.
One day,
all these guys knocking it out of the park on a phone. I cannot do phone photos for the life of me. And this
right
thing,
first,
so good. Man.
Like I don't know, man. Well, we're joined right here with Green, dude. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I see all his work too. It's just, man.
Sons of.
You gotta use what you got.
Excuse me.
You make it sound so easy.
If I use my phone, it'll look real bad. But
right, me too.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll discuss later. So this is my next one. Wow. So this is _of_salt 625.
Yes.
All right. So this is Frieza, and I believe it's the second form. But I mean, anyway, what drew me is the coloring in this photo.
That's cooler, right?
Yeah, cooler, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's cooler.
Oh yeah, it is cooler.
Form, I think, or third form, or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, the colors in this photo is what drew me right away.
Dude, they're
that
perfect.
Light blue and purple and red background, and then the laser effect in the finger and the eyes. This is a badass shot.
Yeah.
And it's a straightforward figure shot, no fancy backgrounds. It's just lighting and the figure, and they nailed it.
Yes, man. Like what grabs me is the actual light rim on his skull. Like the way that just kind of, it's just accented in that white color, and everything else has the other color. This is dope.
These are the figures that the photos like this are the reason why I'd be wanting to get into SH Dragon Ball, and I just can't. I just can't do it.
Yeah. This is definitely edge you down that road, man.
Yeah, but I can't do it. You guys know I can't do it. I got too much riding on Storm Collectibles right now, and Mythic Legions.
That's dope. He didn't respond yet, but no, that's so dope. Really dope. Wow. Perfect time.
Nice.
Yep. So this is Lance _Peter _X34. I find it difficult to do underwater style shots. Our good friend McSwain Photography, he does amazing underwater style shots. And this just like blew my mind. I mean, especially with the Black Panther trailer being released, like this is a dope figure and it's a dope scene. Lighting is on point. and it makes the figure look so crisp.
It's again, it's one of those shots where it's just like it just draws you into Namor. That's what you want. It draws you into Namor. That's and sometimes that's all you need.
Then he's got the hand up like, stop, bitch.
I like the location at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. It's dope. Yeah, that's dope, dude. Like sometimes that's all you need to do. Like
and it's just the colors too, man. Like just the colors. Almost all the photos I've picked, like the colors bring out the figures more.
So you've got a theme going with how you Gotcha.
Well, somewhat.
Doesn't look like Lance didn't say anything yet, but Lance is cool dude. He's cool people, so
Yeah.
definitely follow him, man. Man, that's dope. Man, coming in. Good stuff.
Oh,
nice.
That's so cool.
So this is Wesley K1701. This is a movie poster. This is exactly what it is. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, the movie we never got. This is it right here in figure form.
Yep.
These NECA figures, I can't dive into them, but man, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
They have little to no flaw in how they look. And this is just a badass shot, man. The black background is perfect for this type of poster style photo.
It does,
those
man.
poses, man.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah,
because the poses are exactly the brothers' personalities.
100%.
Especially Mikey.
Yep.
He's the only one up there with like no weapons, which is what I like the most. He's just
right.
Cowabunga dudes.
He's like, come back, cold cuts.
Yeah.
You want a pickle? I'll give you a pickle.
And he's waiting for them to like fall in his hand, and they're just not coming. So Wesley said, thanks for the feature. I love these 90s movie figures, so I decided to do a movie poster style shot of everyone. And you nailed it, bro. You nailed it.
Killed it, dude. That's dope, man. Wow. Oh?
I think this is my last one, if I'm not mistaken. So this is our boy Alpha Tango 1990. He kills his G.I. Joe shots, man. I mean, yeah, on a daily. Like every single day he brings out a banger, G.I. Joe shot. And not to say he doesn't bring bangers with all his other style photos as well, but he, like, I don't know, man. The way he goes to detail with them and the lighting and how this just looks like a movie scene. This is a scene in a movie, and it just looks legit. It's really, really good. I've always loved his style of photography.
Yes.
And what's really cool about this too is look at the hand placement on the gun and like the slight bend of the elbow, like nailed that pose of utilizing the gun. It's not straight out. Elbows aren't locked. Like he's got a little loosey. It looks like it's firing. Like which is yeah.
Like he like, but Alpha all his shots like look like he shoots them like 35 millimeters. They're like cinema shots. His lighting is cinema lighting. It's dope, dude. It's consistent.
Yeah, and I love the way he be capturing like he sets the light so perfect for rain shots. Like when he did the snake eye shot in the rain, stuff like that. Like it's amazing how he does his stuff.
Yes.
So he put thank you YTG Pic Bar and thank you Blitzfigs for the feature, guys. I literally grew up between Joes my whole life. From running away with my brother's 3.75 inch scale to owning my own today. The love for is there more?
No, that was.
This says there's a reply. Maybe if you click it, maybe he continues there.
The love for his with ever end.
The for this. I think he's right. Type it on. But yeah, man.
Well, the love for this will never end. There you go.
It shows Alpha because you kill it, man. You murder it, dude.
My fellow Legion of Zoomer right there.
Yep.
Nice.
Murders.
All right. Yeah, this is my first one. Coming in with a Ranger shot. This comes from Astery_wave. Apologize if I butchered that name, which I probably did. But yeah, this is just a dope shot. I love the background. This comes from the newest Sentai series, Zenkaiger. And this figure is already just very colorful, and this background just really adds to it. It makes this figure pop. And another reason why I chose this was because I've actually been looking at this figure on eBay, and gonna pull the trigger here pretty soon because it's amazing. But yeah, I had a conversation with him this afternoon. Very awesome guy. Bunch of big Ranger guy. Bunch of Ranger shots in his gallery. Y'all go check him out. Super good stuff. So he says, "Thank you. I use a Canon EOS 200D with a 50mm lens. I'm all for the Pic Bar Kamen Rider, but I've fallen in love with the Lightning collection." Yeah, man. Keep up the good work. You're killing it, bro.
And dude, awesome. you can totally tell. Like, I'm glad he pointed out the Cayman because you can actually tell with the newer stuff that the Sentai is they're leaning more into the Cayman stuff, which is kind of dope. Like, that might actually make me watch it. Like,
right? I've seen a couple episodes of the new Sentai. It's pretty good.
Is it really? Okay.
It's very different. I'll put it that way.
Well, I mean, again, they're digging into the Cayman stuff, which seems awesome. Actually, they're finally kind of falling into it. That's dope, dude. Damn, man, go ahead and pull the trigger, Green. Do it.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting until I get paid. Waiting until I get paid tomorrow. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it.
All right, this comes from our good friend, the Toy Image.
Yeah.
Dude. First thing when I saw this shot, it took me back to the Arkham Origins video game. This is a scene straight from one of the cinematics. Like, I love the snowing effects. I love the pose on Batman, the pose and the angle where he's just looking down at the city, probably contemplating his next move, stalking his victims.
About to fly through the city.
Right? But yeah, super awesome shot. Very, very cinematic. Love the lighting detail on it. The shadow work. It's spot on. Did they say anything? Oh, yeah. So the Toy Image says, "Thank you so much, guys. The shot was done with the Canon Rebel T7. And right now I'm starting to like Marvel Legends a lot. Thanks again for the feature, bros. I greatly appreciate it."
Nice.
Well, hey, we greatly appreciate you. Do what?
I'm glad to see Toy Image back taking shots because he took a
he
took a hiatus he needed to take, but I'm glad to see him back in the fold.
Yeah, for sure.
He came back swinging, definitely.
Yes. Dude, bless you.
Thank you.
Dope, though, dude. Dang. Dude. Dope. Oh!
All right.
Did it.
This I had, as soon as I saw this, I had to grab it. You all know him. You all love him. This comes from Toy Addict 17,
aka Pendejo.
There you
go. King of horror shots, and this image. I was talking to him earlier when I first saw the shot. I was like, dude, like you took this to the next level with this shot.
Yeah.
Just with the lighting, the orange lighting from the flames, just the pose, everything just works with this. And yeah, the Horror King, his gallery, if you don't know him, pure horror NECA guy, does great work.
Damn, he wrote a whole story.
Right?
That's dope.
I was on FaceTime with him earlier. And he was telling me a whole story too.
No, but dude, like on this one, Toy Addict, you like that's a screen capture, man. 1,000%.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
That's
man.
a great screen capture right there. I love it, dude.
It's one of those photos where you see it, you go, wow. Like you just say it. Like, wow.
It's so cool too, because like look at the stance he grabs, like you can't even barely see the joints of the figure, and he didn't edit them out. Just the way the light hits everything.
Yes.
He did such a good job. It's such a I saw that. I think he posted this yesterday or early?
Earlier today.
Yeah,
right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
What a shot, man.
So he goes, Wappa! Thank you guys so much for featuring my photos.
Oh my god.
I use a Rebel T7 Canon with a EFS 18 55mm lens for all my shots. I also use Lume Cubes and Ulanzi lights, but recently I've been using less lights to capture more shadows.
Nice.
My favorite line to shoot are NECA horror figures, which have many great details and sculpts and are badass to shoot.
Yep.
Thank you guys for all you do for the toy pick community. I have built great relationships with you guys and so many others. I'm truly humbled to be featured. Thanks a million. I know IG has been crap lately, but one thing I can say is that IG has only been cool because of the YTGB Pic Bar, Toy Talk, Lazy Boys, Yimbo reviews, and buys everything. Many other community-based lives. Thank you from the bottom of my dark soul.
Yimbo reviews and buys.
And buys.
I love that, dude.
It is true.
That was awesome, man. Oh man. Yeah,
man. Go check them out. Go show them some love.
Major props, Toy Addict. Like you always get us going, bro. What?
All right. Time for a Star Wars shot from actionfigs_for life. Yeah, this is amazing. Definitely Return of the Jedi vibes. I just love the shadow work and the posing on this.
Yes.
This is right before Luke gets electrocuted and Vader makes the sacrifice play. But yeah, and I love Vader's pose. Like he's looking at Palpatine like, "Bitch, don't you do it."
Right. You know what this reminds me of? That meme that it goes, "It was at this moment he knew he fucked up."
Right. Yeah.
Strike it out.
But yeah, it awesomely captures the moment before he gets electrocuted, and this is just amazing work.
Yeah.
Oh man, crazy. I love it. It's dope, dude.
Really nailed the Vader pose, like really.
Yeah.
No. And what I love about it, because Action Figs for Life, man, he's OG, man. Major props, and he's an OG Instagrammer, and his style, like. I'm loving him stepping kind of out of his style, because most of his style is usually like just the figures showcase themselves, or he'll do like an outdoor shot with the figures just show. But him actually setting up the scene with the colors and this is a little bit different style for him, and I'm really loving him stretching out like this. It's dope.
Leveling up.
What's cool too is like. Soft goods are hard to shoot sometimes, man, and especially black when you start having lights hit it, because you get the little threads that like show up as white when you edit. He doesn't have a lot of that. It looks super smooth. It looks very natural, and that's hard to do. Cool. I struggle with that all the time, so I should reach out to him and ask him what he did, because
especially Vader. Vader's hard in any light.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's dope, dude. Damn.
But yeah, awesome work. actionfigs_for life. I don't think he replies though.
Not yet. So we talk, dude. That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
And
I believe this is my last one. Yeah, dude, this shot's just fucking crazy. Like,
yes,
I love everything that's going on here. I don't know what that venom is.
Yeah, what venom is that?
Unless it's like a custom.
It looks to be a custom of the one Japanese
venom?
the Yamaguchi venom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's hard to say.
But
I
yeah, I
just
love
zoomed
all
in.
the.
It's like the Gucci Venom.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
not Marvel
this
Legend.
no. But yeah, I love all
Yes.
the webs and the symbiote goo going on, wrapping around him, and just nailed the poses. Oh yeah, this comes from Mr. underscore Toei underscore Zigma. Hope I pronounced that correctly. So they say, thank you so much for the feature. You want to know what I shoot on? I usually shoot with my Canon EOS 7D and sometimes with my Google Pixel phone. As for a favorite figure, it's my Mezco Frankenstein.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Yeah,
Man,
this shot's crazy.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Wow. All the webbing in the symbiote. Man, that's sick, dude. That's really sick. That's
That blurred
sick.
background is perfect. Like that
Yes,
background is just
man.
I
perfect
got.
for Bird too.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but I like the fact that I don't know if you guys could zoom in like I could, but his tongue is pushing back Spider-Man's head, and it looks like it's really pushing back his head, like the way
Yeah.
It
he
does,
positioned
doesn't
and
it?
posed him. Like he
It
nailed
really
it.
does.
That's insane.
It's sick.
I don't know why why is he pulling back like that? And just lean into it.
Yeah, don't be rude, Peter.
Yeah, just kiss him back. It's fine.
It's fine. You can do
Why won't you love me?
it. That's sick, man.
Why
God,
won't you love
dog.
me?
Okay, I'm done now. That's sick. Wow. Oh shit. This is my
Nice.
first. So this is I think this is my first one. It's Jade and Ivory, and I saw this and I was just like, God damn, this is sick. it's just it's just sick, man. That's all I can really say. Like, I don't know. He took the Pink Skull stuff, the milk crate and the guitar, and he just put it on Batman, and it's perfect. It's like, what? Yeah, it's just perfect, dude. I saw this and it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Jaden. He comes up with some really good like ideas, mashups. Some of the ideas he throws together, and the shots are always crispy.
Yes, and it's just so much depth.
It's so gnarly from the cape curl to matching where he's doing. You feel the motion.
Yes.
And not to say anything about myself or whatever, but I played music for years. The hand that he chose to like do that has got that stretched on the fret. That looks so good on that bass. Oh, it looks so natural. It's awesome. This is a cool picture.
I'm with you first. That's the first thing that stood out to me. I was like, dude, yeah, he's actually posed and playing.
Yeah, he's really
what the hell, dude? That's dope. Oh yeah, he killed it. I don't think Jay said anything, but he's one of the homies, and yeah, I saw it, and this instant kick. It's just like this has to go up. People got.
You know what he's playing, right? He's like, he
probably is. It's perfect. Oh man, that's dope. Yeah. This one I saw, and I was just like, dude, it just Spirit's easily one of my favorite Joes, and he's one of my favorite figures this year. And and that like there's a personal just reminds me of my mom who's passed, and it's like Spirit's the shit, dude. And so I saw this shot, and I was just like, dude, props, man. He whipped some Cobra ass, put it down. Freedom's just chilling in the tree after the ass kicking has happened. It's just, and he's stepping on the Cobra helmet. I just like saw this, and I was like, dude, this is sick. It's just sick. And I'm an angles guy. I always love when people tweak the angles and they do angle stuff. And so I love the angle of it because it's not straight on. It's like got that perspective angle to it. It's almost if the Cobra officer that's looking up at him he's on his last breath, looking back up at Spirit, and then he's like, "Damn, he got me." So yeah, I saw this when I had to grab it up. I don't know if so. Grizzly_Viking_Gorilla. He did say thanks so much for the share. I use different light pucks and 2 loom cubes. I also use my iPhone 11 as well. My favorite toy has the Mezco 112 collector. Thank you again for the share. And again, Grizzly man, I don't know how you, Green, some of these other guys are doing with the phone, but you get major props, man. This is a great shot.
Hell yeah.
I was not following this individual, so I just did. That's a great shot. Yeah, very
sick,
cool.
Dude. Even to the highlight in the back. Yeah.
Thor, Green said put him in.
Oh, he's okay. I got it soloed out, so that's why I wasn't looking at it.
He just sent a message.
Okay, he's back.
Put me in, coach.
Got you, man. I'm not. I don't see our bar because I have the big page up.
Yeah, sorry, I've been having internet issues tonight.
And I just shouted you out. So anyway.
Oh no, I heard you. I was backstage.
All right. All right, cool. Yeah, man, this is a great shot. This one, another one of the homies, one of the fellows, Misty Owl figures, and I have yet to take a shot with my arcade, but this is perfect, dude. Arcade, normally arcade, he takes on the X-Men at Murder World, but this is him in the Danger Room. He got a hold of the Danger Room and he turned it out and turned them out, and he used Juggernaut to help him. And this is just a dope shot, dude. I just love this shot. Like put the X-Men down like this, and he killed it. Like just clean, really
I just
clean.
love the bodies stacked up. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And so Misty Owl says, "Thank you guys. I moved away for college and had left my X-Men figures back in my hometown. And after a year or two, I finally went back down there and picked them all up. I've been itching to take more X-Men shots." Yes.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh man. And yeah, you killed it, Misty. I'm loving it. You did it. There's another one I picked, Kawantan. And I just saw this and I was just like, dude, like, is it blacks? I've said this before with the Mando figures. I feel like Hasbro's gave them a little bit more extra love because this Black Series of Fennec Shan is, I mean, she's import quality looking with this shot he did. You wouldn't be able to tell that it's just Hasbro. It's really solid shot, and I love the light, how the light. I just like the light effect, how it looks on Fennec. It's a dope shot. It just grabbed me. So, and that's where I was at with this. Let me see. Okay, so Quanta says, "Thank you so much for the feature, YTG Pic Bar. I took this shot actually on a whim when I was outside because I hadn't shot Fennec yet and the sun was setting. So I thought it might have been a good chance to get a photo. For this shot, I used an Olympus OMD-EM1 and I edited in LRC. For the blue disorientation in the bottom left, that's actually the electric effect part from the Scout Trooper. The JFO figure that accidentally got left in frame and then it created that effect. That's dope. I left it in. My personal favorite toy line to collect is Hasbro 6-inch Black Series line, as I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Thanks for reading and the feature, guys. Oh, absolutely, man. I love it. You killed it, man. And like I took a shot with her outside, but you did me over, man. You encouraged me because your shot's banging. So like major props. I think this is my last one. This is
that's dope.
Thirds and Shadow, who used to be Echo's Dorkin, and this is just dope. This is what I hope we eventually get to see in the MCU. I want this.
I think we will.
I want to see this in the MCU, and thirds and shadows. you're giving us a trailer. This is a teaser for what we may yet see, and I just love it, dude.
I'm surprised Deadpool didn't put his nuts on his head.
Right. It's dope.
Oh, he's probably thinking about it.
He got to be thinking.
I mean, if you think about it, if you really think about it, he's telling a story. Deadpool's like this, framing it. He's like framing it, nut shot.
Yep. That's exactly what he's doing. Me and Peter's like, is he behind me with the spider sense going off? Like, what the hell? It's like, and you can tell that Peter's like, there's some danger. I'm pulling out my mask to put it on, and you're acting a fool. So, yeah, it's a perfect shot, dude. I love it.
He did a cool job with the spider effect, the sense too. Like a lot of us use like a yellow or whatever, and he did that blurred white line. It's really cool take on it. It looks awesome. It looks pretty sweet. It looks very real almost.
It gives it a realistic effect of how maybe it would really be. It's
and then you have the inverse of like comic bubbles of Deadpool's dumbass saying something out loud. You know what I mean? Like it's really cool. Like the trade off is pretty sweet. The colors of the shot is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the comic bubbles fit Deadpool's personality.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's a fourth wall, and like the depth. I like the depth of how you see how far it goes back, and just the whole scene. And so he says, "Thank you so much for the feature. I was inspired by a scene with Deadpool and Spidey in a cartoon, where Deadpool can actually see Spidey's spider sense. My first attempt at this idea was over 2 years ago, and only 2 months into getting started into this hobby. Oh, nice! So this is a re-up shot. It's a shot I always wanted to redo. I included the OG shot in my post. I hope it inspires new artists to keep at it, and you'll see growth. Keep learning, and you'll eventually see results." Great words. For this shot, I used the dial brick wall and ground I made myself. I captured shot with my Canon T7 using a 50mm lens. Wish I could remember my settings. Sorry, I don't have a dedicated favorite line. If it's a character I love and I think it will be a dope fig, I'll snag it. Man, yeah. Again, man, words of wisdom and everything that he dropped down. Like he said, just keep shooting, you keep learning, you keep growing. That's what it's all about. And yeah, man, this is just showing that you constantly level up. You keep leveling up within yourself and everybody around you. It's dope. That's what it's about. Dope shot. I think we're back to
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, you better. Let's see. You dropped it out. Nah, man, great shots this week.
Yeah,
like, really great shots.
See, I hate McFarlane. My McFarlane horse fucking fell on my shelf.
What?
Bastard. Yeah, just knocked down all my mythics.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen last week. That horse's leg bent, and now it's like permanently bent. I have to heat it up again. Stupid ass horse. Like it looks cool, but man.
Well, I mean, the thing is with that horse, it's also got this. He gave it the Rob Liefeld effect because it's got the smallest
leg day
ever.
That horse skipped leg day for sure.
It's like, where is its hooves at? Like, because it can't stand where shit because the hooves are so tiny. Toy Addict says.
I bet he did. You know what's crazy? I have a small 1/12 scale magnetic chess set, right? And I was cleaning earlier my shelves up, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me just put it on the mythic shelf. Nothing's gonna happen. And this motherfucker just fell all over it. I got the pieces all over the floor now.
Damn.
Yeah. That's just telling you what you need to do this Saturday, coming this Saturday with Mythic Legion.
Well, I was gonna say, I thought you meant like what to do with this, like burn it.
Well, once you get those guys, you can go ahead. You can turn that into the second zombie horse.
Oh, it'll be a zombie because I'm gonna throw it out.
Oh, damn, man. Yeah, it's that's sad.
Man, now he don't want to stand. What the hell?
So we always ask first strike, what you got coming?
All right.
Everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, like figures, like coming.
Yeah, what do you got
or,
that's coming soon to you?
Jesus,
You know,
I don't know if Big Bad Toy Store would actually get their stuff. I have a thousand
right.
things I could probably get. I think Cobb Vanth I got my pre-order for that. I just got notification that's in my pile of loot. So he's the only one there. So he's probably gonna have to stay until I get some other stuff, right?
Mhm.
But man, I got the Mezco Wolverine, the new one that should also be shipping soon.
oh, sweet.
I also I'm waiting for that Bishop Mezco. I pre-ordered that. That should be in like September, hopefully. And then October Galactus, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think that's when they're showing up?
We got our Sentinels.
Last year wasn't October.
October, we got our Sentinels last year, right?
I think so. You're right.
So I'm hoping it's like October. I can wait till November or so, if they get it there. But then I think Mafex stuff. I got Storm, Magneto, a couple of those hitting in December or so.
Nice.
And I'm waiting for that new Legends line with the Cosmic Herald Thor and the blue Marvel.
Me too.
Waiting for that to hit, which it's out. I just every place takes forever to get their pre-orders in. So yeah, I got a bunch of cool stuff. I mean, the Mythics, the new Mythic line, the Vampire line, I pre-ordered that, so I got some of that coming out. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff. I'm just waiting. I don't think I have much Star Wars coming right now because I think everything outside of Cobb Vanth is the only thing I really wanted. I just started getting Black Series like this year because I told myself I don't want to get into the Star Wars because then it's going to be another problem. It became a problem.
It is.
So
it is.
So I stopped. I'm not buying everything. I'm just kind of picking and choosing characters that I like.
Yeah.
But Mandalorians are like, too cool to pass up. So I have a bunch of those. Death Watches coming in the mail and a couple of those. And I think, just probably what other people have coming too, just waiting for some of the bigger things. But I'm going to go cancel all my Cosmic Legion pre-orders because I just don't have the room. I want them, but I just don't have the room. And this room's small enough as it is. And like I have all these shelves are full. It's a whole wall. It's like 8 feet, just stuff. And then I got 3 more shelves I put up last couple months ago. Those are full. I literally have no room. So I'll have to rotate stuff in and out. So I'll probably just get like 1 or 2 Cosmics and that's it. I'm probably going to cancel the rest. And we'll see what happens, next year because I got that Superman Mezco coming that got pushed back, I think. And lots of cool stuff done.
Did you go in on the Spider-Man ones? Because I'm getting Doc Ock, Goblin, Spidey.
I got Spidey. I didn't do Goblin. I didn't do all of them. I didn't do Goblin, but that Doc Ock looks nice.
I know.
Looks cool.
If I get the Doc Ock, then I'm gonna I'm already looking at. I guess I'm gonna get the Goblin and Spidey.
Yeah,
all right. I have to get them all.
You will.
I have my Goblin I want though, but you know how Mezco is. Like it just looks so cool. It looks great, but I have the Goblin I want, and it's not even the traditional one, where the retro version for Legends. It's the one that came out years ago. I like the head sculpt more. I like that one more. I don't know what it is, but it just reminds me more of early 2000s when Norman kind of came back, and and that's my favorite Goblin look. And I don't know why, but I'm probably not going to get the Mezco Goblin. I definitely get that Spider-Man though. It looks too good.
Exactly. I'm just excited I want to get that Renew Your Vows. I want that Spider-Man, dude. He's my favorite. I gotta have that Spider-Man.
Yep. That toe articulation.
Gonna be my favorite Spider-Man this year, with the exception of the Sentinel one. Like those guys are gonna be neck and neck for me.
I didn't get it, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for not ordering one. And I think you could still pre-order it, but man, I sold all my Spider-Verse Marvel Legends too, because I was like, if I'm selling MCU, I'm just gonna get rid of it, And, now I see that Sentinel one. I'm like, God damn it, that looks so cool.
It's sick, man.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
And now they got Gwen coming, so I'm excited for Gwen.
Yeah.
Saw that. Yeah.
So,
there's a lot of cool stuff coming out, man. I mean, I love that they're retouching a lot of older Legends and kind of re-upping the body style. I think the biggest thing I'm really excited about is I'm not excited it's a Walgreens exclusive, but I'm excited that they're redoing Sentry because he is my favorite character. And if anybody says otherwise, you're wrong. Sentry's my favorite, hands down. Captain America was my favorite for years, but once Sentry came out, man, that was like my favorite thing ever. So I really like the body type they do. I'm really pissed they didn't do on the Vulcan body. Like a lot of people will be like, he's too thin. Sentry wasn't huge.
No,
I think he's been drawn differently, you know. But I prefer a skinnier version, and I want butterfly joints. So I bought another Vulcan. So I'm gonna make my own custom. I'm gonna use the head from the Walgreens one. And
nice.
So
Nice.
I'm just glad to get him I'm glad to get him more close to his figure that he's supposed to be, because that I have the other one, the old one, and
he's a beefcake.
He looks goofy. That's not how Sentry looked. Sentry never looked that way. So.
Big old beefcake, man. Yeah, it's way too big. Way too big.
I'm excited to see that new one, man. So, there's a lot. Like you said, there's a lot coming, man. It's so there's so much coming that you just gotta try and figure out, like, what am I really wanting the most?
Like, I even canceled the VHS box X-Men, even though that was like my life as a kid. I couldn't. I was like, I have all these. I don't need cell shaded cartoon versions. Right. So I got the Wolverine. I got it home. I opened it up. I took out the picture frame and then I sold it. Nice. So I kept the picture frame accessory because it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm cherry picking those guys. I got Wolverine. I got Jubilee. I'm not getting Sinister. I'm not getting Jean Grey. I'm not getting Stone. Like I'm getting Morph. Like, so I'm just cherry picking.
I'm getting Morph. But he's not cell shaded, right? Morph is like
he has a tiny bit, I think, but I don't think it's recognizable. He's more. They went more like. They kind of went more low key with him, so he could blend more into the rest of the stuff. Which
I'm glad, awesome.
I'm glad it makes sense.
Yeah,
and I'm picking up the Retro Beast because he comes with a shirt.
Oh
get the lab coat.
That one.
God damn it! Now I gotta sell another Beast off.
And then I'm getting the Scorpion just for prosperity. I'm never gonna actually open that one because I already.
It's so cool. The color, man. That's the color I remember Scorpion at. I actually do like the original one because I like the metallic sheen to it.
Yes.
I hated they went with that first appearance, like green mouth misprint comic color. Like, why'd you do that? That looks weird. But he's on my shelf, and I'll get the other one. But like you. Thor, I'm not gonna open it. It just looks too good.
Right. But yeah, there's a lot coming out, man. There really is, man. And he almost got me. As much as I talk trash about him, McFarlane almost got me this week with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, but I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't do it. I was like, it's McFarlane. I can't do it. What am I going to put them with? I'll just have these two figures by themselves.
Yep.
But I was close because I love those.
Don't scale with anything.
Don't scale with
shit. I love it. 7-inch scale drives me bonkers. Anybody who loves it, I'm sorry, but it drives me nuts. NECA can get away with it because like the horror figures kind of go on their own thing. I don't really kind of pull them in, right? Even though I'd love it if they were 6-inch so I could do more group shots and stuff. But I get it. But McFarlane, the only stuff I buy from them, I have a couple Spawn figures because, I was an edgelord as a child, so Spawn is my guy. But I got like a couple of the Witcher's things, and just because they're cool. But I did pick up Constantine from that new line that they just released.
Oh, nice.
Pick up Constantine. Is he okay?
He's cool as shit, man. He's really cool. I just wish he was 6 inches, but because I missed out on the Mezco pre-order. So he is super, super cool. They did a great job with him.
Huh. That's really dope.
You don't mind the massive hands?
Yes, I just he's got big hands for some reason, so it's fine.
So wait a second, Bo. You mentioned that. What's with the page puncher guys? They got big hands because they punch pages.
I don't know because I didn't realize that it was. Because our buddy Misty Owl, who we featured today,
big super hands.
Right, the Superman, and then when I saw the Constantine, I'm like, what is happening? They all, and he goes, yeah, I guess.
It's great. Now he's just going from side eye to everybody's gonna have big hands.
Massive wacky hands.
Black Adam has giant hands too, because I ordered Constantine and Amazon sent me Black Adam. So I was like, what the hell? So I had to redo my thing, and I was like, I'll send it back. I didn't. I opened Black Adam. So he's also on my shelf. But he looks so wonky. Like his proportions are so weird. He looks really strange.
Like all of them are Hank McCoy.
He looks like he's legit giant feet and big old hands, and it's this tiny little head. It's real strange looking.
They all have monkeypox.
That's great.
They all have monkeypox. Oh, I mean, they could. That could be Todd McFarlane's new thing. That's how he's contributing to helping people with monkeypox. Buy my figure, and a portion of this goes to monkeypox with the big hands.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. What I don't get that because I thought the page punchers was because they punched pages and that was the gimmick. I didn't.
No, it's just because I think the sculpting team are like. They just don't know human anatomy, I don't think, and they don't care about that. So there's just. I feel like McFarlane figures are like, and I can't bash them because God forbid if I actually sculpted anything, right? I would look like an idiot. But the artists, I feel like they create like we used to draw in the early '90s and like the mid '90s, and they just stuck with that idea. And all the proportions on everything is just so weird on the McFarlane figures, except for certain. He gives a lot of good detail to like things like Spawn. And my favorite stuff they're putting out are the Warhammer figures because those are awesome.
Yeah, those are sick.
I really like those. The body style is great because it's purposely big. You know, it's like that makes sense, right? But like I got Constantine, I was like, oh, he looks good. Little big hands, but other eyes, he looks pretty solid. But that Black Adam figure and I have Lobo, and I buy the mega figs. So like I bought Clayface because it's cool, and I actually just got Man Bat in the mail today, and I don't like it. I'll be completely honest. I took it out of the package. I'm pretty surprised. It's the sculpt looks great. He's pretty big, which is cool. I can make him work on a shelf, but he doesn't stand up for shit. You want to talk about something standing up? Jesus, I'm gonna have to glue him to the shelf or something because it's ridiculous.
I was watching Anthony Customs review of him, and he at one point he just laid him down on the turntable.
Might as well.
I was laughing.
Yeah, and mine had like a wonky ankle too, so like his pivoted like that dog style leg won't stay back.
Oh yeah,
he's beat, man. I'm gonna have to put him in and you can't put him in a flight pose, It
says Killer Croc is solid, but Bane is superior. Like I don't know, man. The Mofex Bane is what I'm getting.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. With that Mofex Bane. Yeah.
I give a damn about McFarlane.
It looks cool because it's like the modern style, but I think he's going to be too big. But maybe I don't know. Killer Croc is cool, but he's too big in comparison. I think he could have been the size of Lobo in a normal release. I don't think it would have been any different, But,
But I think you can fudge it with Killer Croc just because he can. He can be big dude.
Yeah, I put a nice little wash on my Killer Croc. He looked pretty good.
Oh, he did? Hey, show him to us.
He's behind stuff. He'll knock over all my cool stuff. He's down there.
You'll hear everything go in the background.
For sure.
Oh, nice. Yep. But yeah, it's hard to say because we had Path was on a couple weeks ago on Lazy Boys, and he got that Joker one, and it was just broken into all sorts of pieces.
Oh yeah! As soon as he took it out the package, the arm broke and the foot and the leg broke.
It's done. It's like
that's a bummer. I almost bought it a couple of times because I've seen it. Because I live out, I live on the West Coast side and Pacific Northwest, and scalping here is like. It sucks, dude. You can't find anything in stores. Yep. I have to buy everything offline. You can't find any figures on shelves half the time.
Nope.
And I'm not fighting to go in stores. I don't have it in me. I'm too old for that shit now. So you can't find anything. So to see it in store, I was like, oh, look, I've seen this, and I was like, I'm going to buy it. And then I looked at it, I was like, I have no reason to keep this. Why would I have this?
Yeah, I saw Dookie Face, but I couldn't pick him up.
I had to, man, because he looked like a giant. He looked like a giant poop, and I took that picture. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Maybe some of you guys did, but took the picture with the Mafex Batman with a fishing pole pulling him out of the toilet.
Yeah.
That's
That was a good.
My wife came in when I was taking that picture, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
You're like, I'm making art.
I'm doing drugs. Get out of here.
With that dookie face. That's awesome. Oh man, yeah, like I said, I would love if he got it together because I there's so many DC characters that I love, but
Dude,
he's just killing it for me, so I can't even mess with the line. I just go when I wait for Mafex to come out with it, and I get it that way.
Oh, that Poison Ivy.
Yes, I can't wait.
Ivy. That's gonna be good.
I hate McFarlane, but I'm gonna get Killer Croc.
Yeah, you did say you were going to get Croc, but Croc is easy because he's just a big guy, and you can blend him in with stuff. He's not. He's one of their better releases. Just like I got Lobo because he's bigger and it works.
I mean, but fuck McFarlane. I mean, at the end of the day, fuck that. I hate him.
How do you really feel about him? You know
That's only like a tip of the iceberg if you want to get technical.
I think next week you guys shouldn't even do any pictures, and Blitz should just do an essay about why he hates McFarlane figures so much.
I will start at the end of the show, man. I will have a 10-page report. I'll put on a shirt and tie, and I'll do it like if I'm reporting live from the news.
Please do.
Do a special episode about the roast of McFarlane.
No, dude, Blitz had a challenge out there. He invited someone to come on and debate with him.
He did.
Yeah.
The purpose of McFarlane fig. No one ever took him up on it, but he did put it out there.
One of my problems with McFarlane is when he steps it up in one part of a figure, he downgrades on another part of that same figure.
Yes.
So if he does a thigh swivel, you're like, oh shit, I could actually do a real decent pose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Or they'll skimp on like paint applications. It'll look horrible. It doesn't even look like a solid figure.
So I got this in today. Everybody's probably watched the review or whatever, but like, so it's cool. All the details are great. Like this looks sick. I'll be honest, right? And I know you can't do the wings differently, especially on a value figure, because I will say McFarlane does good stuff at decent for the cost. So I'm okay with that. But come on, I don't have a wrist pivot on this thing. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And it's the simple stuff like that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. There's no excuse that this didn't have a wrist pivot. You know, the rest of it's fine. The fact that it can't stand, that kind of sucks. But no wrist pivot.
Yeah.
I bet you his Spawn figures got fucking wrist pivot. His Warhammer figures got wrist pivot.
Oh they do.
And
that's why they're good. That's why they're the
and
better
every Batman figure has a wrist pivot. But
and why did Man-Bat not come with claws, man? He comes ball. When has he been a brawler?
Yeah, he's not actually punching. He's actually holding his wing. So he's like holding his wing. He's like holding his wing, and it's sculpted.
That's even worse.
Which I don't.
Even worse.
Which is real dumb. Like he's like holding his wings. I have no idea why they did that.
This is why I have a problem. This is why I have a problem with McFarlane because you can't win.
You got there? Where you got?
So here's my box. I just want to point out the open hands on the artwork.
Yeah, because he's Man-Bat.
Because that stuff he does that with McFarlane gives us that all the time. Like the art gives us something that we want, but then that's not in the box, or vice versa. It's just ridiculous.
That's right.
Or alternate hands or something. You know, like come on, give it something there. It's just weird. I don't know.
Why is
it's such a bummer to see the DC stuff being so misused. You know,
it sucks. Shout out to Grizzly. He jumped in and says, "Thanks so much, guys, for sharing the spirit photo. I appreciate the kind words and the follows. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yes, it is a shame. First strike.
Yeah. Toyatic is an idiot. He said his wife has a wrist pivot.
Let me see.
So does he.
He's got a. But
apparently not.
It's actually a shame that McFarlane has such a great property and he just does it no justice. And
the person that sculpts the figures doesn't have a wrist pivot.
No.
Yeah, obviously not.
He's lost
I don't like the
sculptors.
Yeah, I guess they rotated through a bunch of people. I get it because I'm not an art. I can't do that. I could never do that job. I am not artistic enough to sculpt, and I don't like to talk shit because somebody spent time and they did that, whether it's 3D or whatever. Cool, good on you. You do a better job than I ever could. But for having such a large license like that and looking at what your output is, and I know there has to be value from like, okay, you want to keep this at a certain cost. He's done a great job with that, so I'll give him mad props. Like keeping things at a certain cost level. You're not seeing stuff go up in price right now with all the inflation. It's pretty incredible. But where do those cuts come from? I get it. Like, okay, now I have to I can't do a wrist pivot on Man-Bat. Okay, well then why did you make his feet so goddamn small so he can't stand on a shelf? So like there's no thought process, I think, in the overall vision of what they're trying to accomplish, because I still feel that he's still stuck in that mindset from 1990 and early 2000s McFarlane lines where it's like, I want these to be art pieces on a shelf. We're only adding articulation because everybody's complaining about it, and it's this weird in between. Like, pick a lane, dude. Either just go back to just doing the statuesque figures or do the value. I'll spend $4, $5 more in the package if you could give me a wrist joint. I'm okay. I get it.
I'm with you, man. Well, very well said, First Strike, because that's exactly what seems to be happening. He's stuck in that phase of that era, and he's like in between. He's like, well, no, man, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with, giving the sculpt rules over everything to him. And I get it. Sculpt is very important, but these are action figures, bro.
No, they're statues to him. That's what they are.
Well, what's even weirder too, I could probably talk about this all night, is like children are not going in and buying DC multiverse figures. It's not. That's not who's buying it. Maybe the Batman, maybe a Superman, but no kid is going in and buying Man-Bat. It's not happening. So it's obviously being made for our weird asses or adult collectors, right? And who love this stuff, who love the medium. So what we're doing with the figures. We are posting them on a shelf, or we're taking pictures of them, or we're creating art with them, whatever it may be. Then pick a lane, right, and do one of those things. So I think there's a place of pop figures are not posable, they're not articulated, but they sell like crazy. So it's not like you can't do that. So just do one or the other, It's just kind of interesting to see. And again, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I will say, if people like the line, awesome, cool, rock it, take photos of it, enjoy it, do what you want to do. But
I think the last time kids were buying Man-Bat figures in 1994 and Batman anime series was on.
Exactly.
Which
was us. Which was us.
Still us. Yeah.
And I bet you that figure came with open hands.
Yeah, did. It's a shame because. But here we go, though. On the next live that Todd does, that should be the hashtag that First Strike Figures came up with. Pick a lane. Everybody just put that in the comments. Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
Fuck that. It should be hashtag stop making toys.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I think his license is 75 years. Who knows?
Until his eyes go straight. Him and his side-eye figures.
Like, we can
it's cinematic, Blitz. It's cinematic. He's trying to get the cinematic view.
So for now,
that's a fancy way of saying I fucked up.
Yeah. For now, just pay the premium and get Mafex DC figures. Or Mezco if you feel like getting them. No,
or just be like me and spend all your money on Storm collectibles and Mythic Legions.
There you go. It's all good. So so this thing about that, I guess I was going to ask a question because you guys are more familiar with the Mythic. I mean, you Mythic Legion aficionados. So it starts this Saturday. It goes a whole month.
The Trolls did. Yeah.
Did they really?
The Trolls went a whole month? I thought it was 2 weeks.
Or whatever. I mean, it was up there for a while.
Was it for a bit? Yeah. I think
so they must have a lot of they must have made a lot of stock of stuff for them not to work. So couldn't it sell out?
Is it made to order? Is this wave to make or no?
This is a not the wave.
Okay.
The Trolls were made to order.
And that's why it was up for so long. This is gonna if you're not on, man, you're gonna miss. So like you gotta do it. It was kind of like that flash sale they did earlier this year with like Sir Gerard and those skeleton figures and stuff, and at a super decent price too. So that's if you're gonna pull the trigger, just pull the trigger on them. You know?
Yeah, don't be like this dumbass right here that waited for Sir Gerard after I finally started picking up Mythic Legions and paid $130 for him.
There you go.
Interesting.
All been there. We've all been there at one point or another, for sure.
Yeah, one thing or another.
Let's just say when I got into Mythics, I was there for 2 weeks straight, literally every single day, contemplating if I needed to eat.
Do I get this skeleton?
You should see me talk to my wife. You should see me talk to my wife when I was like heavy trying to get all the older Mythic Legions. I was like, but if I don't get it now off of eBay, it's gonna go up another $40. I gotta get it now. She's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, now."
Yeah.
My wife always asks me the question of, "Are you sure about that? Do we really need this?" And then she'll say all that stuff to me, and then like a week later, she's at the store taking pictures at Target. Like, "Do you need this? Do you need this? Do you need this?"
Yeah.
And texting me back and be like, "Wait, can you scroll down? Wait, go back." Yeah.
Nice. Oh man.
She's an enabler, that's for sure.
Yeah, my collection is cool, except when it comes the Star Wars stuff is actually half hers. Like it's their that's Star
That's
Wars.
sweet.
So she's like, that's half of that shit's mine. It's like, okay, because it's Star Wars. It's like
Nice.
she's crazy about Star Wars. But yeah, it's when you go deep, man. That's what's crazy about things, because I'm feeling like I'm doing the same thing now that I've got the Mezco bug. I'm going deep now. I see something come up, I'm ordering. I see something.
Oh man, Mezcos. I miss so many cool Mezcos. I never even knew it was a thing. And then I think I heard Yimbo say this, like, or somebody, maybe I'm pretty sure it was Yimbo, but like you look at it on the shelf or in pictures, you're like, that looks cheesy. Like you don't want to like get a cloth figure, and then you grab, and then once you get it in your hand, you're like, so goddamn cool.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the coolest thing. I don't know.
Yeah. What was your first Mezco, Yimbo?
Mine was Moon Knight.
Oh,
yeah.
Such a good one. Such a
And
good
it was
one.
a really. I was on the fence. It was between that, Two-Face, and then they had the Ragnarok Hulk at this comic store, and I was like, man, these are all good choices. I was like, all right, I'm priced at a Hulk right now. I'm like, let's see. I'm like, who do I want? Do I want to go bad or good? I went good guy for my first one.
Okay.
Nice.
That too.
Talk about spending too much on a figure. That's what I did for Moon Knight. I bought it too late, and I spent 185 on Moon Knight. I think.
Well, this is my second custom cape for this figure, so that's the second one that I've gotten. But I like the look of this one a lot. This is nice.
Good.
Why did you get a second custom cape? What was?
Because the first one was just from Amazon. It was just like a stopgap. I knew it wasn't going to be the real deal. I was like, this isn't going to work out, but I was getting impatient. So, because of course, this was during the show when I wanted to shoot him, and everybody else was on eBay buying up all the custom tapes.
So. Gotcha. It's and whenever the bug hits you, man, like I say, you go deep. But that's a good thing. It's fun.
I've been trying to get that Nightmare Batman Mezco for a long time, and it's so expensive. I want it though, and I don't even care that much about that character in the movie. Like, it just looks cool as hell. So I'm thinking about buying one of those, like just the bodies, and seeing if other people online have like the clothes that could fit for it, and trying to get like a custom head. I think I could probably put it together for cheaper than buying the Mezco, but obviously it won't be Mezco. But.
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah.
I want that the first Netflix Daredevil they did, the Mezco with
the Vigilante.
Yeah, I want that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's sick, dude.
I pre-ordered the Pattinson Batman Mezco.
I did too.
Off a Big Bad.
Yeah.
Everybody,
what do you say, Ian?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, everybody's loving on that Mafex one, but I still think the Mezco is the king of the Battinsons. I don't know what people.
I agree.
What's good?
Like the Mafex looks fine, but that Mezco one, that's made for that style of Batman. It's perfect.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
It's almost.
I had the figure arts pre-ordered, but I canceled that one and then pre-ordered the Mezco. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to get Mezco.
Dude,
seems like the right way to
the
go.
figure
for
arts
that.
has the weird legs and the cape,
Yep.
the cape shoulder thing, which is the
Yeah.
Doctor Strange has that, which isn't great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna
Plus-
wait for it. Zach, we're gonna get
Plus
the
it's
good
gonna
one.
be a
This is
little
the good one.
smaller.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you. As soon as I saw that Mezco Batman, I was on it. I was
Yeah.
like, that's it. That's the one. I didn't even wait to hear that they were coming out with Mafex. I was just like, I got to get the Mezco one. It makes the most sense.
Well, Mezco needs to send me some of these figures that I have either ordered or waitlisted because I'm getting impatient. But I saw Morbius in people's Comic-Con pictures, so I'm waiting for that. I'm waitlisted for it. So Mr. Freeze, super excited about Mr. Freeze. I'm waitlisted for him. Obviously Keaton Batman, but I looked at those pictures. I'm like, that's the same picture as like 3 years ago. That thing is still put together with hot glue. I swear.
Mets win.
Oh, that was a shot at you, Yumbo.
Nice.
Mets win.
Betty, on a side note, I had to acknowledge this on the show because this has been too funny. So our boy Rabbit's Den, Marco, reached out. He was a little worried that you and I were actually having beef about our Shutter Slam. So I wanted to make everybody know. Like,
it's
Betty
for
and I
fun.
are good. We're boys.
It's all
Like,
funny
we're not
games,
actually
man.
digging it. Like Betty and I just know we could do this.
He left a comment on one of my, I think it was one of the reels, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna have to flip a coin. I don't want to pick one of you guys." He was like, "I'm gonna let fate decide." I'm like, "Bro, it's okay." It's okay.
But I had to tell him, I was like, "No, man, we're good. I promise." Like, there's no real. He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "It's starting to get personal." I was like, "No."
Are you guys tomorrow?
Speaking of,
I don't know when ours is.
no,
They're holding ours.
I forget who's. Yeah, no, they're saving y'all for their main event.
Yeah, supposedly me and Yimbo's the most anticipated match in the
I love it,
first
dude.
round.
That's awesome.
And so I
Speaking
told him,
of-
I was like, go ahead.
No, speaking of, want to plug Shutter Slam third round. You have till midnight to vote. Vote for your boy Green Geek.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look,
Gotta put that plug out.
Yeah, you have
look,
to.
man. Let me tell you guys something, because I'm from the outside. So this has been hard as hell, man. Both.
Yeah.
It's been tough,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause,
Dude, like
you know,
everybody's brought their A game.
I don't want to feel like I'm like, oh, that's my boy, or this is that. It's just been tough, man. Like yours was tough, Green.
Yeah.
It was tough because like Simon, he came with like a straight shot. I really liked his shot,
really
but I put it in the comments. I was like, his shot was dope, but what I liked was seeing Green go outside of his normal. Like, you went outside your normal thing, bro, and that just
This is
I was like, yo.
This is why I threw a tantrum earlier. I'm ready. I want to show you my photo already, man. Like,
and the only reason I voted for you, Green, was because you go and like my stuff more than the other person. So if you want votes, that's the way to do it.
Appreciate it, bro. Looking out. You're looking out.
But yeah, you got me with the style choices. So that's where I was at.
Thank you.
And it was the
Yeah,
same.
No, I was gonna say, me and Blitz were having a conversation earlier this morning. One of the things we like about this competition is it pushes people to out of their comfort zones to do things that they wouldn't normally do. And so far in this competition, we've definitely seen that from everybody.
Yeah,
like everybody's done something completely different from what they usually bring to the table, and it's been amazing. The growth is astounding, and you can see it.
Yeah, I'm fired up, man. I took 3 different setups, and I took about, I don't even know how many shots, but I had to narrow it down to like 8 individual pictures of 3 different setups that I sent my team, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I love it because that's what fired me up. Like, I was like, I want to get the perfect photo, so. I'm proud of it. I think it's for sure though. Everybody, you could see it. Like I noticed immediately with like our friend Ivan who was on last week with his shot and Rob's picture. Like that Crocmaster shot was ridiculous. And then Ivan going in a completely dark direction. Yeah, like it was great.
That it goes back to like taking it up another level and just getting out of your comfort zone and doing something different. trying a new style or trying a new method. And to be honest, like I had a dream of the shot that I took for you, Yimbo. And it came out. I'm not even lying, man.
What are you, Martin
I swear.
Luther?
No, so I swear to God, the same night they announced the teams, I did the vapor shot.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm gonna go with my vapor shot. And then I was like, you know what? All right, cool. I'll sit on it. And then I went to sleep, and I swear I had the dream of my shot. I woke up before going to work. I set up the shot.
Nice.
And I came home that night. Like my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Leave me alone." I was like, I got a vision. And I did it. It took me, I did 2 shots. Yeah. And I went with one of them, and I was like, it's over. It's over.
Are you guys both trying to tell the story of why you think your shot's better to sway my vote? Is that what's happening?
Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm not going to tell a story. McFarlane? No, it wasn't McFarlane. It wasn't McFarlane. But you see, I can't say nothing because Toy Addict saw my photo, so he knows what my photo.
Ooh.
So yeah,
I know. I'm like, I don't want to say anymore because I'm going to let something slip that I don't even want to let something slip.
Don't do that.
Put it like this: if I let something slip, you still would be mind blown by the photo.
All right.
Well, like I said, I'm excited and nervous to get in next tournament around.
And that's what the trash, not for nothing, that's what the trash talk is for. Well, and on my side, I'm pretty sure Yimbo's the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we've been hyping up our round since the first day. And for me, I'm doing it mainly because I like to have fun, and you guys know that. But it's to show other people, like, for the next tournament, that this 16 photographers that are going now hopefully turns into 32 photographers. Right. And then the following one after that keeps growing. Like, it's okay to get out of your comfort zone and to step into something like this and have fun. Just have fun with it and enjoy it. Like, I mean, I don't care if I win or lose.
Is a portion of it too, Blitz, to be like, you want to see Yimbo cry? Like, I want to
No, I don't want to see Yimbo cry. He's not the one that I want to see cry. I want to make Yimbo laugh. I want Yimbo to see the photo, and I want him to be like, oh shit, okay, all right, and laugh. I want to make Toy Father cry.
Because he's
Chris, I hope you watch this. I'm coming for you.
He's Yimbo's captain, right? Is he your captain, Yimbo?
Yeah, Toy Father's my captain.
He's the one that I want him to be sitting in the corner with his knees up like this, and he's just like
rocking back and forth.
Yeah, that's the one.
Traumatized.
That's the one that I want. But I had a lot of fun coming up with ideas for the photos, and it's stuff that I wouldn't say I've never done before, but I'm not really comfortable with. But it was like, try it, and that's what it's about: trying new things and having fun, and the interaction we have in the chat with everybody. Like I've been carrying my team. Both of these guys, Green and Yimbo, no, I've been carrying my team's trash talk the whole tournament.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome.
Like, and I've been going after everybody, and everybody's been coming after me, and I'm like, who wants to fight this? Only like, I'm just Puerto Rican, bro.
I'm just Puerto Rican.
But it's fun, and like, I hope if I do make it past the first round, it's like I explained to my captain, Zombie Clown, like, I'm gonna hype up the next round the same way. I'm gonna try the same way, and it's to bring more people in, like to vote, to participate. I just want it to be something big the next time around, where it's more than 16 people.
Yeah.
Dude, my immediate response, I think one of the first things I said was, no, I'm like, no, dude, it's showmanship. Like, I know. Come on, Benny. That's why I was like, I was sad that we were facing in the first round, but then like we were gonna make the most of it, and we're dragging. Like, so we are.
Yeah, we are. Like he did.
I just want to see it get so bad.
Let me tell you, he did a reel yesterday with the Yimbonia sign.
Yeah.
And I went to my daughter. I was like, because my daughter's name is Zoe. I'm like, Zoe, where's your light box? I need it now.
You had the same one. You killed me. Yeah.
and I did a little reel, and I made sure you knew the song too. So I picked
That's
Kingdom.
awesome. That's dope.
That's what I mean. We were having a blast. So I hope whoever our next opponent is ready for one of us. It's gonna be whoever it is. Got to be ready. It's gonna be one of the two.
Whoever wins from us faces Tuscan or Jacustoms.
Okay. So you either gotta get another talker, another quiet guy.
I mean, that's gonna be if it's if it's Jacustom. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love his photography and I love how he customizes and he does mashups. Amazing person as well. He's always looking out for us with deals and everything on Amazon. But I'm gonna like poke at him. If I make it, I'm gonna keep poking until he says something.
Yeah,
I love that.
Do it.
I'm gonna find something that's gonna make him be like, you know what, Benny, shut up.
Yep.
Right.
And I'll be happy with that.
This is great. I've been truly enjoying just sitting back, listening to this conversation, but also seeing it on the photos. It's a really cool idea. You guys kind of killed it with that idea. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it grow, man, because I know it will grow. It's been well received. So
it's seriously, it's so worth. So Zach, same thing, man. Hype it up because like. The real for real, like Betty coming, like I just knew he'd come back, but to have the light box, I'm like, you son of a gun, like you had the light box. Of course, you had the light box.
And I'm like, what could I put word wise for him that he could understand?
Right.
He's like Yimbonia. I'm like, well, welcome to my nightmare, bro. This is a nightmare now.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I'm even taking it as far that if I win, I'm gonna make a shirt with the light box on it, and it's gonna say "Bye Yimbonia."
Or you can just start making the Brock Lesnar shirts, the suplex to the exit for Yimbonia.
Samurai Chris has a question. I'll let the contestants. This
is what's so cool about the Toy Talk guys doing this is because this is not easy. This is time consuming. They're doing it all through their channel. They're doing it through Reels because that's obviously what's being pushed.
Yes.
And I like this because like an account can share and like Benny and I are pretty evenly matched, but we've seen competitions in the last couple of years where you'll have somebody with 1,000 followers going up against 20. And then it's about likes, and it's like, well, of course, duh. So I like that they decided to use this Reels format, and it's through their account. And of course, a person can share and ask their followers to like and everything. But on the whole, at least like from a reach standpoint, I feel like everybody has the same shot.
Yeah.
So it's I'm just saying, compared to like the last 2 years, we've had competitions, we all sorts of stuff that we've seen. So I like this version so far. I've been digging it.
I agree.
I also like the fact that the captains are adjusting as we go. So if there's something that they may have missed, we've already discussed in the chat, or we brought it to our individual chats captain's attention, and they adjust. Like for example, one of the things that was discussed in our chat today was if I beat Yimbo, originally I was supposed to face Path. So you would have had two of the same teammates facing each other in the second round, which made no sense. It should have been done if that gets to that point further along in the tournament. Right. So that's when it was like, okay, now the bracket says Jacustoms and Tuscan. So that was switched right away to that. But I like that they're adjusting as we go to make the next one much easier than this one is. And this one is definitely much easier than a lot of the other ones that I've seen on Instagram or for sure anything in general just taking place.
I agree. It's been good, man. So, that's what's up, man. Well, I guess we're winding down, man. First Strike Figs. Hey, man, nothing but love for coming and joining us,
dude.
brother.
Yeah,
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And hey, man, when we have people on here, we're almost kind of interviewing you to be eventually a guest host of the Pic Bar. So just know that we put you on the interview.
I mean, if I can, I'll probably just come on and make you all real sad because I probably won't host. What I'll do is just do my rendition of Pat Benatar "Love Is a Battlefield" karaoke style, and that's all I'll do.
Hey, it's still better than a McFarlane figure.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I have some mean tracks, man. I'll definitely do it. No, that's great. So fun, guys. Thank you so much, and I really love what you guys do for the community. It's not just sharing pictures to like, hey, today on our feed is this person. You guys do it in a way that's very collaborative, and you actually focus on the people doing the shots, and that's why I've always kind of appreciated that. And it was just really cool when Addict and Yimbo, you guys, reached out to me and were like, hey, I'd love to have you on the show. I was like, shit, that sounds great, and you guys do a great job. Very sincere, very down to earth. It's awesome. So thanks.
All right, shout out to you, man. You got a shout out.
Oh, it's that guy? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that guy.
That's Toy Pendejo.
Well, Josh, if you don't want to, if you don't have your own little Justice League that you ever want to assemble and do a takeover, if you just want to jump back on with us, like seriously, more than welcome, man. Like this has been very, very nice, very chill. Like I mean, like you know how it is.
Yeah,
you fit right in, man. Fit like a glove.
Yeah. It's funny too because like years ago, I was telling Sir Dork too, like I've never even had a public social media page ever, and doing the photography is like my first foray. So I just did like a live cast like 2 weeks ago, just like doing one of my shots, and I'm starting to like dabble and dabble. It's fun, man. You guys made it very simple, so thank you.
Awesome. Very cool, man.
Definitely.
But yeah, just keep diving in, dude. That's the only way. It's just a matter of reps.
It's
like anything, it really is.
Very true.
Because we're gonna, not this week, but I think the next week after in August, most likely is Toy Addict, AB Photos, Unworthy, and Quintastic will be hosting again, doing their thing. Because we miss those guys, so we want them back up in here with their faces on here doing what they do. So look out for that. Then Sunday, what you got coming up, Yimbo? What's Yimbo?
I will. God, well. No official guests, so we'll have to see. It's gonna be a Daddy Twins weekend. My wife is hosting her friend's bachelorette like party weekend, so we've been cleaning the house. I just did 3 hours of yard work earlier today, and so I'm gonna be out of the house with the kids, and I'm gonna plan on. I'm doing the show. So we'll see. I don't know where my energy level is going to be. So just like I might just do another little like we'll just see. I always plan on we'll do a half hour, then it's an hour. So who the hell knows?
That's true.
When 8 p.m. Sunday nights, I will be there.
Out. You heard him. And following that, what's Lazy Boys? Do we have someone speak? Is there?
Yeah, we got Unworthy. Unworthy wants to.
Unworthy.
He wants to. Nice. He got a figure that he wants to open up.
Coming on.
Nice.
Word. He's join us. And by the way, speaking of Unworthy, he's putting together a thing. It's actually pretty awesome. It's an Unworthy collabs, and it's he's assembling. It's going to be really dope. What it's really going to break down, and he'll explain it in detail on Sunday, is that it's really going to kind of be almost like a school, if you want to call it that. It's going to be X-Men's Gifted School for Youngsters. He's going to basically have people coming on there and kind of sharing their tips, sharing what they use to do their shots, what inspires them, what type of equipment they may use, how they're doing. So he's elevating it up a level, but he'll elaborate more on Sunday.
Word.
So
that's a great idea. I wish that would have been around when I started.
Yes. That's what I love about the synergy of all these collective guys. Whether it's Toy Talk Dudes, whether it's the separate Yimbo, whether it's Lazy Boys, whether it's What's in the Box, everybody has been collectively kind of helping each other grow. And we've said this maybe sometime early last year when we first started Pic Bar, that we've always kind of did this because we feel like we didn't have this when we first jumped on Instagram. So that's kind of been the whole vibe we want to keep pushing forward, is get more stuff out there. It doesn't have to be us, but just anyone's getting more stuff out there to help new people coming on.
That's awesome. I want to say something really quick. I know you guys are trying to ramp down and it's getting late.
No, go for it. What you got?
you guys picked one of my photos back in February, and it was when I first got started. Because I just started doing this back in like October, November, and it was my first feature that I'd ever got. You know, everybody does like features on Instagram. You guys did my first one, and I tuned into the show, and it was my picture of the Thing movie, and it was the Thing. It was McCready looking at the Fantastic Four Thing in the ice block. If you guys remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
That was my first photo that I felt I did well in. That was like a picture that I was like, I can really get behind this. Like, I think it was when I first started getting confidence in my skills, and hearing you guys talk about it super jump started me. If you go back to that date in that photo and watch how many pictures I started posting, it ramped up just because of this show. And then I'm not blowing smoke. I just want to say thank you guys. It gave me a huge vote of confidence, and you guys do a lot more than you think. So it's very cool.
Thanks, dude. That is really nice.
That's awesome.
Damn, first. Like,
yeah, man.
I almost shed a tear, man.
You're right.
My glasses. You didn't see I had to move. My glasses got foggy.
Damn, man.
Well, I mean, Josh, like again, a huge part of this, we use the word appreciate, and it's because one of the things that we've all realized is like, as adults, as human beings, like we stop like hearing that stuff. We just stop doing that for other people because we just let life, get everything become so singularly focused. And I got into telling my middle schoolers, I was like, guys, like, every adult in this building is pulling for you. And that's like a weird thing because like that stops. Like when you leave school, like that, like every adult to some level is actively like rooting for you. Yes. And I know for me, that was part of like how I am on the internet because I wanted to bring what I do as just like people could appreciate that. And then getting to our friends, and then when June started this up last year and brought this idea and like, people like, why don't we be nice to each other? Like we should do that more often. Man.
100%.
Why not?
Yeah.
But that's like anyway. But the point is, as like we do this because it makes us feel good. So we don't need to hear the stuff like we joke about tipping the bartenders and liking the page and stuff, but that really means a lot, Josh. Like that,
it does.
Because we don't get to hear, like we you don't hear it. So thanks, man.
Nice to have validation. Nice to have validation.
If anything, what we're aiming for is these are toys, right? Like they're toys, right? This is a sandbox. When you're a toy playing in the sandbox, you all play together. You like make up different stories and make up. That's what we're doing as adults. And if we can capture that same energy that we had as kids in the sandbox, then that's magical, man. That's what. Those are some of the most important parts of life is capturing that energy because life has its trials and tribulations. But if you can balance it out with this type of good feeling, nothing beats it, man. That's why you have to if you can manage to fellowship with people who enjoy this hobby or if your spouse or your significant other enjoys this hobby, man, that's a special thing because these are just toys, dude. They're not. It brings you back to those original feelings of joy that you had when you're a child, man, and that's really what this is supposed to be about. I just wish they could embark this same feeling on the rest of the world for other things, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
might be less shit going on, and people grab more into the childhood feelings of joy. I don't know,
Junie. I am so with you on that, man. I think. I mean, that's so true. So whenever I could go off for hours on that.
When everybody says, "Why are you buying toys and taking pictures of toys?" It's man, because it's happiness, bro. Yeah. So chill.
Yeah, makes you feel good. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to be grudging me about something else and pissed off, then you go for it, man. I'm over here with my toys and my pictures and my boys.
Yeah. I'm watering my grass is green enough right here. I'm happy. Right. Don't worry about my watering my grass. I'm good.
Right.
Worry about your own grass.
What's Blitz always say? He says one thing that never fails to just hit home. Have fun, man.
Oh, I was gonna say I say a lot of things, bro.
A lot of stuff.
I will say one thing though, just to piggyback off of something First Strike Fig said. So when like we say, tip the bartender, like, share, and subscribe. The reason why we ask you those things is to have moments like he had. Like, we want to experience that with other photographers, other artists. It doesn't necessarily have to be a toy photographer. It could be a pop figure photographer. It could be a Hot Wheel photographer. It could be just a collector in general. But we want to hear your story and get you out there. We like to interact with everybody that, everybody in the community. I follow over 3,000 people and growing. If I can get all 3,000 people on here to have fun with us, then we did something right.
Yep.
So that's one of the things that, like, when we say when I lead off the show, or like close off the show, because apparently I'm the bartender. But when I close off the show, that's for that, because we really genuinely like when we have new guests on or people with us in general, because we like to shoot the shit, have fun, play with toys, and take photos.
Yep,
that's what matters. It's great.
That's it, man.
Yep.
And say fuck McFarlane, because that's what we do.
Right. He was that mad kid in the sandbox that didn't like to play. That's his problem. He's pissed off. Or he's pissing.
He was the one by himself. He was the one swinging by himself in the swing while everybody else was in the sandbox.
Or pissing in the sand.
He's
like,
just
he was a kid that never
mad
showed his toys in the sandbox.
He's like, they're gonna buy my figures one day. They're gonna buy my figures one of these days.
Just remember, guys, there's truth in everything, right? Like, he told that story. You know that he was just really mad because one time he got a girl figure and he was so mad about it. That's it.
100%.
And that's it. It's scarred up. It's a core memory inside out. That's in there. That ball.
It is, man. Hey, what's up, 88 Pigs up in the
88 in the house.
Snapdragons, baby.
Twag, you guys gave me a big break, so I ruined it. Just joking. Thank you for making me feel like I can do this. When at one point people made me feel like, oh man, absolutely, Toy Addict.
And I'm sorry, Toy Addict. The other day I told you were built like a Klondike bar. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, Toy Addict, don't worry about that. That's Blitz on.
He's still my brother. He's still my brother.
What will he do for you, Toy Addict? What you should be asking him. What will you do for a Klondike bar? What will you do for you? Oh man. Nice. And by the way, what's in the box? You just finished up, man. Toy Father and no chewing. Oh man.
Yo, Santi, did you tell a Toy Father I'm coming for him? I hope you did.
It's gonna be a quarter crying, traumatized.
Coming for him.
From what's happening, but yeah, man. But again, First Strike Pigs, thank you, bro, for coming on.
Thank
man.
you guys, appreciate it.
And just nothing but love for you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys too, man. Thank you so much.
And, thanks everybody for joining us as well. Toy Addict. Have an ongoing harassment report on Benny. Yeah, right.
Oh no, he's collected the receipts, Benny. Run!
And Toy Father, he referenced Team Blitz.
Team Blitz.
Yeah. Oh man,
I'm telling you, it's on.
Thanks, Samurai.
Likewise.
Thanks, again, Samurai up in the house.
Samurai.
Toy Addict, no chewing. 88 Figs joined us. AD joined us. Let's see who else joined us tonight. People. Unworthy came in. Eddie came in. Op came in. Man, a lot of people came in, man. Appreciate everybody who jumped in here. Catalyst came in. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Sunday. Yimbo's doing it.
Yup.
Lazy Boys afterwards. Unworthy will be on there. He'll be talking about his stuff. So, stay around. Go check out First Strike Pigs page, please, everybody. Follow and like the brother. Throw some comments on it. Do what you do. And major props to everybody. Shots tonight. Had some great ones tonight. Some really great ones. Looking forward to next week. See what we got. And Blitz will take us out, man. He takes us home.
Oh yeah. So thank you guys once again for joining us. Smash that button down below, like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about us. We want to hear your story. We want you here on the show with us. And like I said, we take pleasure in meeting people. It's one thing to see the person's photo, but it's another thing to actually get to interact with them, even if it's virtually, just to get to know the person. It's like he said, you never know what you're actually doing for that person. And that's what it's about for us, like the positivity in the community. Because 98.9% of the community is positive. You always got that little percentage that wants to be, McFarlane. But we just want to have fun, and we want you guys to have as much fun as we have on the shows and in the chats that we have in the background. We want you guys to have that much fun with us.
Yep.
Also, fuck Yimbo, I'm coming for you. It's over. Snapdragons all day, baby.
On that note, we're out of here. Peace out.
This bar is closing, but the Snapdragons bar is staying open, baby. It's going.
I love it.
It's all love, Yimbo. It's all love.
I know, man. This has been great. Don't worry, Rabbit.
Figs, thank you for coming and joining us.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
It was a blast. It was a blast, man.
It was.
Absolutely.
We'll see y'all.
All right, dude.
Oh, wait, one more thing. Wait. If you guys want to join us on our shows, we got plenty of shows for you guys to come on. Hit one of us up. Let us know if you want to be a guest host, a guest presenter. If you just want to shoot the shit, if you got a shot set up that you might want to talk about because you're so excited about it, hit us up, man. Yep. We got Yimbo's Reviews Everything, Lazy Boys, Toy Daddies. We have Toy Talk.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? We got so many things going on, man. We just want to have fun.
Yep. Yeah. That's it right there. We out. Peace.
Oh yeah, wait. The bar's officially closed. Sorry.
It is.
Go freelancers.
Man.
I'm sorry. I had a moment. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Good night, everybody.
Legion of Zoom.
Right, guys. Freelancers.
You said leaving home? You said leaving home?
What are you?
I'm sorry.
He bounced real quick.
Good night. Good night.
There he is.